Most of us, at least.
Indeed.
All right. So who remembers what happened last time? Since Pef doesn't.
We went to Strahd's castle,
We
and
did go to Strahd's castle.
Strahd's kind of a jerk.
Whoa.
Spoiler?
Okay. So we had a conversation with Irina. Well, actually, no, we had a party conversation where we decided to go to Strahd's castle, and we promised Skirp that we would go south after this. And then we told Irina we were going to Strahd's castle, and she was like, "Well, fuck that shit." God damn, Skirp.
What's happening?
Your microphone is shifting around a lot.
That's weird.
Is loud.
Then we went to Strahd's castle, and Floki upset him while we were having a very tense dinner.
Better than being dinner.
Thanksgiving at the in-laws.
Yeah, we got thrown out of the castle in the middle of the night and decided to walk to the Vistani
We
camp
moved,
rather than
like,
try to
ran.
return. Okay. Well, I mean, the like
Briskly exited?
the butler
And,
dude came around and told us that we should probably go or
Asked-
risk our
Asked
lives.
politely but firmly to leave.
Yeah, I mean, we got thrown out.
And
By the
forgot
way,
how
we
to check
didn't walk.
doors.
We ran.
Yeah, we kept trying to magic our way through doors that were unlocked. We walked to the Vistani camp and rolled the exact same thing like 16 times on our
Oh god, yeah, you did.
random encounter table. Fought one, what's it called? Scarecrow over
Scarecrow.
and over and over.
The king of scarecrows. He's out there somewhere.
We hired a couple of horses to get back to Vallaki, and I think that's where we left off, getting back to Vallaki, right?
Yeah, that sounds. The Vallaki part sounds about right. Also, that's where the party flag is. So let's go with that.
And that was the end of that.
I believe there were talks about what you were going to do with Arena, and in addition to that, going south somewhere, be it Argynvostholt, which you have heard tales of, or somewhere deep in the bowels of Mount Gakis.
I believe we
Yeah.
also are thinking about talking to Van Richten about the rest of the fortune that we were told, because we were like, there's some helpful things there. From
Oh, yeah.
Madame Ava's. But we only
Yeah,
followed
you guys
up
were
on
trying
2
to
or
piece
3.
together
Yes,
what you were getting at.
Gideon has decided to dedicate himself to actually killing Strahd, so now he's going to take it seriously. And we told Irina we'd take her to Von Richten, and maybe he'll train her. That's what we were hoping, or at least
She was
keep
kind
her
of
safe.
she's a little concerned about going to a tower because she doesn't want to be locked up in a tower like some fair maiden.
But then we
I
gave her
mean,
an axe, and I thought she was coming with
We
us.
did. We gave her an axe,
You did give her an axe.
but I mean, it seems like a really bad idea to try to have her come with us.
But isn't that what this group's about? Bad ideas?
Bad ideas and questionable ethics.
Okay, so I propose we go to Von Richten's tower with Irina, and then we'll put it up to Skirp whether or not he'd rather go meet the paladins or follow his hunch.
No, we have to go. The deal was. Oh no, the deal with Skirp was the mountain, wasn't it? Like
Well, we said south.
that
We
was
didn't say
Floki's
exactly
deal,
where.
wasn't it?
I believe there was some sort of contest of, I'm going to say
Right.
will, but it was
It was
More
arm
like a-
wrestling.
more like an
Contest
arm
is a
wrestling slap
generous-
fight.
It was a generous definition.
I just missed something on my stream. What did you?
He
No,
rolled
nothing.
an int saving throw for some reason.
I'm fiddling with my character sheet.
Fiddle, fiddle.
Fiddle faddle.
Uh,
Is that the popcorn or is that something else? Anyway,
Yeah, it's
sorry.
popcorn, like caramel and shit.
Yeah. Couldn't.
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
somebody
did I
just
make
like
that up?
someone just either subbed or
Oh, I put my resub up, but that was like 5 minutes ago.
yeah.
Oh, I don't have alerts apparently on my actual screen. Sorry. Well, thanks for the resub. It didn't show up in chat either.
Whatever. It's in our hearts. That's what matters.
That is to me. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so sounds like that's going to be at least walking part of the way with Arena, whether she goes with you or you leave her at the and Van Richten's is yet to be decided, kind of.
Yeah. I'm also super curious about the wagon caravan thing that was sitting outside Von Richten's tower. He told us to leave it
Yes.
alone, if I remember right.
He did.
Wasn't there a squire?
Oh, shh.
Uh-huh.
Hey, sir,
Kilt.
where's your squire?
He's being trained by the bard, aka the guy we want to drop Arena off.
Oh,
He's basically
God,
our
we're just gonna
he's our
turn
NBC
him into
babysitter.
Yeah.
They're the B team.
So that's who we all get to become when our characters
That's
TPK.
right.
We're setting
Well,
up the
that's-
party for future.
That's
3
right.
of the 4 characters.
Well,
We're up to 3.
Right
We're missing
there.
1.
Well, that's all we need because the goblin never dies.
It's true.
Only the actors who play him. So off to Van Richtenstein.
Tavio Belmont.
So,
Yes.
Skirp, do you remember what Floki's deal was? Was it south, or was there a specific location in which we agreed upon?
the deal, as far as Skirp is concerned, is that we will be pursuing the mystery of the mountain.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought it was the mountain that Floki agreed to, and that's what he's going to push for. Thank you for helping me
So-
remember.
Isn't the mountain south?
Yes, the mountain is
Okay.
south.
Although we did have a moment to do some triangulation,
Mm-hmm.
and we discovered that we're not actually heading straight for the mountain. I'm not being drawn to the peak of the mountain. I'm being drawn just north thereof.
Oh. Is it this
The
spot
cave
on the
that he
map that I'm
circled?
thinking?
No, farther
Oh.
down to the mountain, there's this cave.
Kev-
To the
what the
left
heck
of
is
where it
that?
says, that's where we're going. Where there's this ping. That's Skirp's drawing. He likes to draw when he gets bored.
I
on the
know,
map.
but I mean, there's a bunch of drawn things. I don't.
Those are his markers for
That was a
for-
month
for-
ago.
his
For a
Not
marker.
goblin
gonna
that doesn't
remember.
like writing, he sure writes a lot.
We got directions from the Vistani on where to go to run
gypsies.
into Argynvost Holt.
Yes.
Did we determine which one of these roads it actually was that they told us to take?
They told you to basically take the like the second right coming off it, off the main road, off of the old Slavic road, out of the Walkie. Says that there's a dirt road that kind of turns southeast-ish, and that would lead you in the
Okay.
direction you wish to go.
Okay.
Certain details are coming back. It's good to have the jog.
Go to
So,
the
yeah.
tower.
To the tower.
To the tower.
Okay, so we stay overnight in the town, I'm assuming, and in the morning.
Yeah, you guys had a full rest, and you wake up stronger than you were before, representing your new level. And yeah, Arena's ready to go. You guys are back in town. She's happy that she's getting out of town.
Okay then, let us leave before
Let us leave.
something terrible happens.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and
That
I've been
doesn't
running into barbarians.
Barbarians.
No,
Yes.
they've been
You mean
stalking you.
your
A little bit
alpha
of a
squad.
different.
They were warning us about danger.
We found
and
character number
protecting our
4.
flank.
I lied.
There it is.
We already got him.
True fact. When we have a TPK
We all become barbarians.
group,
Well, you've got a bard, a barbarian, whatever
Paladin.
whatever arena is, somebody angry with an axe.
paladin,
Vengeance
cleric,
paladin.
vengeance paladin. There you go.
Yeah. God, is that what she's gonna be? Her
Barbarian.
stat block is officially a noble.
The
So I
YouTube
can see
video is successfully updated and on the playlist for YouTube. My apologies.
Grazie. Oh, I forgot. I have a macro for this. Why the hell am I typing it out? All right, you guys get on your merry way. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Are you guys going? You're gonna go straight to the tower, or are you gonna try to swing down to Argynvost first?
Does
Tower.
Argynvost hold like real far south?
No.
It's
kitty corner from the tower on that little island of mountains.
I feel like we shouldn't take Irina to Argynvost hold, at least not without, I don't know.
Pre-scouting.
Yeah.
We're gonna drop her off at the babysitters.
So we're
All
gonna head
right.
north, I think, and just stay at the tower first.
All right. So let's make somebody else roll our fate.
Ooh, fate rolling.
Zeb,
It's the wrong
roll a
system.
roll a d6. I think it's a d6.
Like a
The D6. 2. Huh. Okay. So we're going to. This is what we're gonna do. As you guys are getting on your merry way, just after the river crossing at P on the map, there's the howling of wolves,
Wolves.
and you hear the underbrush off to the sides start wrestling, and 2 big wolves jump out in front of you. However, given the party's current strength level, I am going to give everybody an attack roll. And depending on how that turns out, this encounter is either over now or it's not.
What if some of us get 2 attack rolls?
Oh yeah.
Then make both your attack rolls.
What
If
That's
make
what I'm talking
make like you had your full standard actions, like a
Aw.
combat turn.
what if some of us requires skill saving throws?
I can do that for you.
Okay.
It's a good thing I have 2 attack rolls. Slightly better.
SSW is Silver Sword, by the way, because they're wolves and
Yep.
paranoid.
What's your save DC? Is it 16 these days, Tally?
Something like that. 15, I think, still.
Yep, that worked.
That's a thing.
15 either way, that was a failure. All right, go team. Oh, I rolled only one of those. Let's roll one more. Forgot my first die was the number of dice I need to roll for it. Yeah, that is in fact 2 failures. And given that Skirp's second attack hits, everybody hit with at least 1 attack, so this combat is over.
We did it!
Montage wise, you guys just like you're hip to these things games, and they come charging at you. Everybody just braces for combat. The ranged people such as Gideon and Tally, let off their bolts of arrows and magic and just slam into them, while the rogue and the paladin just come up quick slashes. Although Skirp did his best to miss with his first shot. He wheeled around and just nailed the guy on the backswing. And you quickly vanquish these 2 petty direwolves who dared split from their pack to come fight with you.
Right. That's a
Arena got a rock and didn't get to do anything because I say so. Further along, and it will be just at the junction before you go up to Van Richten's tower. Wow, this is going to be a good night. Zeb, you may either roll or defer to somebody else, since I rolled another one. Another
no.
D6.
Uh-oh.
All right, this combat's actually happening.
Uh-oh.
Remind me to make you a better generic battle map.
Sure, if you want to. I could, if I spent the time, I could probably just do it, but
Why does Skirp have such a big aura?
it's
Light.
light source.
Ah, yeah, I
Oh.
forgot about that.
Yeah, it's sunlight.
All right. A mix of wolves and wolves standing on their feet emerge from the woods. It appears that this may have been the pack that the other two broke off of. And as such, combat begins.
Skirp's having a good night already.
Oh yeah, I'm saving it up.
Well, shit. Do any of them look like regular wolves, or are they all werewolves?
A couple of them look like regular wolves. It's 3 and 3, effectively. And to mark this for you, the things with the blue dots appear to be wolves. The ones without blue dots are standing on their haunches.
Hybrid form, pieces of scum. Oh, I need to roll initiative. Sorry, I was totally giving chat power to do our fate in the future.
Fair enough.
When we have active chat, feel free to have chat roll.
Done for that. You guys want to fight a Zorn?
Do we?
I don't know, do you?
What's a Zorn?
Do we? No, do we? You tell me.
I was just what I opened up to.
Zorn. No.
Build, if you want to test one of those commands
You sure?
in chat, I'd be greatly appreciated.
I will in just a minute.
All right. Tally, with your mighty 20, you may go first.
Mighty boss.
So many boss towns.
Too many. Going to put my hand over my shield and channel my divinity. So I need Constitution saving throws from everybody except for this lucky guy on the far right. Because I think he's
That's right, they
just
changed the
outside of
ruler.
30.
Yeah, he's at 35.
I think everybody else is.
Yep, everybody else is within 30. All right, so that is how many Constitution saving throws? 5?
5. 3 from wolves, 2 from maybe not
Yep.
wolves.
And this is con, you said?
Yes, sir.
DC?
No, that's a shitty number. I think it's the usual
15.
15.
All right, 3 successes.
All right, so successes take half. Everybody else takes 9. It's my dice.
Alright.
2d10
Ouch, that is.
plus 2d10 plus 6. I rolled 3 on the 2d10.
Oh. Wow.
And I will move back into formation.
Sounds like a solid idea. And then you take the full. All right, everybody's health update. Wolf McWolferton goes. Runs in on Gideon and attempts to attack him. With. He gives you a bite. Oh, why did I make this macro so complicated? Okay, it wasn't that bad actually. An 11 does not hit you, so it
It's
doesn't
not
matter.
hit, no. My AC is now 18.
Right. Floki.
I am going to give our awesome non-dying goblin. I'm going to give him help action. My brain's not working right now. The advantage on his next attack is what I'm looking for.
There we go.
I'm going to draw my sword, and I'm going to hold action and wait for someone to come in swinging distance. And I'm going to chop them down when they do. And I think I'm going to stand right here.
Okay. Werewolf. By werewolf, I mean regular wolf. Comes flying in and also tries to attack Gideon.
I'm gonna, as a reaction, impose disadvantage on that attack.
Okay,
Oh,
I
shit,
will roll it
son.
again.
Oh,
You said it just in time too.
Nailed it.
And disadvantage pays off.
Nice.
Managed
Catch
to
that one on my shield.
Yep, catch the corner of it
Uh,
right in the guy's mouth.
Actually, are you sure they're only supposed to be attacking at +2?
Yes, I am sure they're only supposed to be attacking at
Okay.
+2.
Sorry, just seems really low for
We're like still in the beginner zone.
right.
5 levels over leveled for
Feel
it.
this like, I know who my next character is already? We gotta work on it.
No, I mean I do, but
Whoop. Tally.
fine.
The one standing on its haunches comes up and gives you 2 attacks.
Oh boy.
It tries to bite you and also claw you. Which it will do as soon as I do this. All right, does a 16 hit you?
That does not.
All right. Then the second attack. Let's do this. I'll make my life easier. But a 22.
That will.
All right, and you will take 9 points of claw damage.
Puts me at 36.
All right, Wolf runs into Floki, triggering his held action.
She
Me.
says, swing better.
wolves
Slice and dice.
don't like cats.
It's true.
A war as old as time.
He will attempt to bite as well. 11 is not enough. Likewise, a 7 is not enough to get yours.
We dance. Woof, we dance.
You did dance. You dances with Wolf. Gideon, you're up.
Okay, these look like just regular wolves to me, and so meta knowledge means I'm just gonna use my crossbow. Like Von Richten told me that it wouldn't work on werewolves, but I think these are regular wolves. So, sharpshooter, one directly ahead above me.
Okay.
Miss.
Oh, jeez.
Probably.
Is a miss. Hit.
Nice. Okay. And I'm gonna try to turn that into a trip attack. So that's 23 damage.
All right, they're
Oh,
going to try to
25
make their
damage.
save. It's a strength save.
It is a strength saving throw versus 14. Oh, it actually might be 15 now. Okay.
They made it. They do, however, take what appears to be a pile of damage.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. Wolf, 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 wolf. Dude on haunches has enough movement to move in on Tally and give her 2 attacks. This one is going to be a bite and a spear.
Okay. Depending on how the first one goes, I might react to the other one.
Okay. There's the bite. Here comes the
All right.
spear.
Go ahead. Yeah.
18.
My AC is 18.
All right. That's a hit.
Okay.
Are you reacting to that one or no?
No, I think I had to react before
Okay.
before you roll.
Sorry about that.
You're fine. Plus what? All right, you will take a mighty 4 points of piercing damage.
Woo! That is 32.
And then, yep, skirt, friendship.
Come at me.
This guy runs down. Same song and dance as what happened to Tally. He snaps at you with a 21,
Yeah,
and then he thrusts the spear with an 18.
18's no good.
All right. The bite, however, will do a number of damages. Make for me a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right. So throw this out there. I just
10.
picked up Aura Protection, so anyone within 10 feet of me making a saving throw gets to add +2.
Nice.
Ooh.
What type of saving throw did you say?
Constitution, please. You also take 10 points of I bit you in the face damage. Okay, Script's fine. Cool. Moving on. Speaking of Skirp, it is Script's turn.
All right. Well, not appreciating that much at all. I am going to fight back with advantage.
Okay. Wait, why do you have advantage?
Because I was granted it like 10 minutes ago at the start
Oh,
of
right.
this round.
The bonus bit. Got it.
I got it. So
All right.
that's
Yes.
you're gonna land
advantage is
7 on
hit.
him.
All right, you land 7 on him.
Radiant damage.
Yes, it
Is
is.
he still up?
Yes, he is still very much up.
Well, no.
No.
Probably not.
No, I'm afraid not. Tally.
Okay. Which one is Skirp attack? Did you attack
The
guy
one
above
directly
you?
in front of him. Yeah.
Okay. I am going to Sacred Flame, the one in front of Skirp.
Sorry.
So I'll need a Dexterity saving throw from that fella.
All right. Dex. Rolled off the 3.
That's bullshit. Whoops. Well, no. That's gonna be a good roll too. I'm going to also cast my spiritual weapon
Okay.
and have him start beating on things.
It's up in the corner of the map. I believe you have
Oh
control over it.
yeah. Come here.
Oh.
Oh.
It's going to. The top guy here hit me, right? Last
Yes.
turn. It's gonna beat on that guy's face.
Okay.
Let me just make sure I
Roll it.
need to see if there's anything I need to update. Okay. No, that should be fine.
Versus AC 16 is a hit.
Woo!
It will take 7 points of force. Now for Gideon, who must take a bite attack. He will take a bite attack. Gideon, Constitution saving throw, please. Also, you take 7 points of damage. A 7.
+2.
A 9. Okay, good to know. Moving on with our lives, Floki, you're up.
I'm going to grant my goblin advantage on his next attack with my bonus action. While I plunge a silver short sword into the chest of the one in front of me in a glorious battle rage of a 10 to hit.
Your glorious battle rage goes right into the ground in front of him.
Well, I can try.
Screw that
Very-
piece of
it.
earth,
A
though.
Okay.
very beautiful battle rage.
I mean, Strahd says he is the land, so technically you just attack
Right?
Strahd.
See?
So, I mean,
He deserves it after kicking me out. I was asking a fair question.
you're doing something.
Is that backstab damage for that?
No. Nice try,
I
though.
never saw it coming.
Gideon, a bite.
I never thought they
No, I'm
attacked the
sorry to have
land.
wasted your time. Tally, 2 attacks.
Okay, I'm gonna warding flare the first one. Oh, okay. Well,
Did not hit.
okay.
The second one also did not hit. I'm
Okay,
sorry for
well.
wasting your time.
That's all right.
I'm going to ready an action to intercept the next eligible strike.
Got it. Thanks for letting me know. Bite against Floki. Yes. Do you have to be within 5 feet of the target or 5 feet of your ally?
Let me double check the wording.
I believe it's the ally.
I think so, yeah.
Impose disadvantage on enemy who attacks an ally adjacent to you.
Okay, I will roll disadvantage for that then. Yep, no hit. Thank you, Paladin.
Yay!
Gideon, you're up.
Yelping.
It's like a PSA.
You have a couple bite marks in your arm.
Uh-oh.
Also, I will in probably 10 minutes need to go AFK for like 10 minutes.
The one that I shot in the face,
Yes.
does it appear wounded?
I mean, it has an arrow sticking out of its haunch, but otherwise it seems to be moving just fine.
All right, I'm gonna.
Did it yelp when shot?
It did.
Okay. I'm going to try to shoot the same one, the one directly above me.
Consider it shot.
One more time.
Miss.
Oh, I'm not gonna. I was gonna use precision attack, but since you'd already said miss, it's too late.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Wilhoof has 2 for tally.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be a bite and a claw. 13 is a miss, which is the bite. Here comes Sakra. Wow, that is magnificent. Skirp, we're going to have the same for you. Bite claw. 20 is no, right?
Actually, 20 is yes.
Okay.
That's my AC.
All right. The bite will hit then. Make a Constitution saving throw, and you will also take some points of damage to be determined by this. All right.
That looks really cocked.
It does, but it, according to this, it tracked. So whatever.
Damn you.
And take a sweet 3 points of damage. I guess.
Okay.
It's your turn.
All right. Well, I see no better course of action than to continue my assault. And we'll reevaluate after this roll. With advantage.
That will be a mighty hit.
Okay. And we'll go once more. So I'm laying into a werewolf, right?
Yes, you're laying into a wolf on his hind legs.
How effective does this sun sword seems to be against his?
He's taken damage real good.
Okay. All right. We'll continue to attack him. All right, 5 more.
All right, and he will take 5 more.
All right, I'm gonna build some macros.
All right, building them macros. Tally.
Tally,
Hello.
I start to ponder myself. I wonder what Irina's doing. Glad she decided to come and help us.
She stays out of combat unless you guys want her in combat.
We gave her an axe for a reason.
Okay, if you want her in combat,
gonna
that's the party
die.
decision. I will enter her into combat.
She's gonna die.
I haven't. I mean,
Can we ask how much HP she has?
as Floki, I'd easily be like, swing that axe.
Yeah. Like if she's no like fresh flower, like get in there and kick some ass.
Her.
Like, are we about to send a level 1 noble, which is like a non-combat class, to their death? Or
Yes.
You're like a level 2 noble.
Oh, okay.
But she can, if
But
you want
that's
her to get in there and
metagaming.
start
We
swinging
don't
the
know
axe
that.
around,
We
she would
saw her
totally
swing
do
that
it.
axe proficiently. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
I
mean,
don't
she
know.
cut a piece of wood, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I was mostly joking, but yeah, this is going on too long. I don't like this. I'm gonna pray to my god once more and hope it works better this time.
Okay.
So I'm
Sounds
gonna
like
Listen
I'm
to me,
making
God.
saves.
lots of Constitution save. This is a do-over.
Do over. Do over. Okay. And that is 6 of them.
That's right.
Crap, did I roll? I need to cancel. I think I only rolled 5. 2. 15.
Oh, good.
2 successes.
All right. That's better.
Okay.
That's better.
Whew.
Going in 1, 2. So I'll say you guys only took 11 and everybody else took the full brunt of Tally's rage. Yeehaw.
Indeed.
That was mighty. Okay. Reacting to this blast of holy might, the one directly in front of Gideon shifts slightly and stands up on its hind legs,
Oh shit, son.
assuming its hybrid form.
Gee.
Okay. So all of them are still standing at this point?
Yes, they're all still standing, but a lot of them look pretty bad all of a sudden, like fur
Okay.
singed off or like suddenly trying to hold their sides.
All right. I'm going to
Lots of
activate
screaming occurred.
my bonus action to swing my mace against the same one in the top right.
Okay. Swing bada bada.
The spiritual weapon. Yes.
Whew.
Crit.
on my screen, it was on a 1, and then the other dice bumped it and moved it to a 20.
Is that including? Okay, that is. So the crit damage is 4. Got it.
I think so. Yeah.
Like it was just like bone
1d8
crunching.
plus. Yeah. So it should be 16 total.
Yep.
I think. Okay.
This thing like comes through, swings, crunches the thing in the knee, and it's like sitting there like jumping down, like limping. Still on its feet, but just
Oh Jesus.
so. Gideon.
Okay. Well.
Well, not yet. I'm just saying you're about to get attacked.
Oh.
With bite.
Don't get too.
He was so excited. I feel kind of bad for that. Never mind. Floki, it's your turn.
At least it was a miss.
I aid the paladin in his next attack, giving him advantage. While I hope to learn how to swing this sword that I don't swing that often. Nope. Next. Moving on.
Nope. You have attacked the land once again.
Strahd is going
werewolf.
to die. One piece of dust at a time.
We have 2 attacks. We've got a bite and a claw versus Gideon. Does a 15 hit you? Gideon?
Oh no, I have 18 AC.
Okay. Tally, the one that you have bone crunched, has a bite and a claw for you as well.
Okay, I'm gonna disadvantage the. Okay, well, never mind.
No, that's fine. That can be the disadvantage if you want it to be, since you said you're gonna do it, because the first one hit you on a 21,
Yeah.
or would have hit you.
No, I mean, yeah, I was sorry. I was responding to the second one.
Oh, okay. The first one will get you then. Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Aww. Con save.
Also, sweet 4 points of bite piercing damage if you care about the flavor.
+2 to whatever this is. 24. Does
Max.
24 work for you?
It does.
Alright, I'm down to 28 then. HP.
Floki, the
Yes,
one who
sir.
keeps getting a moat carved in front of him by you, stands up on his hind legs and gives you a claw and a bite.
A claw and a bite?
Yep.
He didn't like the Emoji Movie or what?
No, apparently not. Does a 16 hit you?
Just.
Just so. Whoa. All right. Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yes, sir.
All right. Your total damage off of that is 16.
Daves. Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. Constitution.
Yes, please. Okay.
FYI, you can add the +2 on your main course stats for the paladin's +2 by at the bottom underneath the stats. There's a saves and skills check, so you just put +2 in the saving throw slot.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
Gideon.
cool.
It is now actually your turn. Did I die or did everybody else die?
No.
You're still here.
Okay. Gideon stopped talking all of a sudden.
Oh God, I think I'm gonna have
Oh.
to.
There it goes. Maybe.
Yep, that's
Gideon,
definitely
come in.
Gideon has
How's that?
issues.
Can you hear me
Good.
now?
Okay. Yeah, we can
I
hear
had
you.
to turn off push to talk because my keyboard does not like me holding down buttons because it's wireless and I'm really far away
Gotcha.
from the PC. Anyway, so seeing that this creature has transformed into a real werewolf, and remembering the conversation that in real life we had with what's his face 6 or 7 months ago, where he told us when we were shooting out of his tower that it wasn't going to work unless it was silver weapons or magical.
Yes.
Gideon's going to try using his blood spear. Drop the crossbow,
Okay.
pull out his blood spear, and use it for the first time ever
Nice.
on the one that he's been fighting directly above.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. And then he'll do it again because he gets 2 attacks.
How much damage
That
did
will
you do
also
to me in
hit.
total? 16?
16. And it dies.
Hey, that means I regained some HP or something, right?
You do. You get temporary hit points, maybe? Let me see if I have this quickly available.
2d6 temporary hit points.
There,
According
roll
to
them.
the thing. Awesome. I'm typing it in now.
All right. Gideon seems very bolstered after his full spectrum of emotion there. After his conquest over this werewolf. Tally.
Uh-huh.
This guy goes claw
Okay.
against you.
No. No.
No, he doesn't. He wanted to. All right. And on that werewolf's turn, I just switched the turn order. I need to go AFK for a couple minutes. So take a
Okay.
bio, and I will be right back.
I need everybody's assistance before they disappear. I know we all just leveled, and I haven't updated my sheets on screen, so we've been running with wrong HPs. So if you can give me your total HP,
Gideon now has 52 HP.
what are you at right now?
45 plus 7 temporary.
Okay. Next.
Tally is at 28 currently out of 45 total.
Script.
I'm sitting at 48
Back.
out of a maximum 61.
Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. I am done multitasking. Everything is done. Full attention. Back to game.
Bum, bum.
I'm supposed to ask you, Rap, if you're getting NHL 17 pre-order or early, or on release, or at all. I think he bounced.
He's probably going to the bathroom like a
Yep. Call?
responsible. Did you guys see this Waterdeep Dragon heist stuff?
Oh.
It's the next campaign coming out from Wizards of the Coast. So there's 2 of them, and it's like in a couple days. One of them's a level 1 to 5 Waterdeep urban like heist adventure. And then there's the Tomb of the Mad Mage, which takes place in Undermountain, which is from 5 to 20.
Neat.
Sounds like it's going to be like one giant mega dungeon.
Man, I still regret not running the Emerald Spire, and I have all of the maps digitally uploaded. I have all of the physical maps. Like, I put in so much work getting that set up, and I never have a chance to run the whole thing, whether in person or on.
Oh man, at least Vision will be a lot easier to do now that they've got the Vision engine in on Roll20.
Vision. They had that before.
Did they?
When I uploaded it, yeah, I spent 2 hours
God.
when they did that trying to do
I
the
just
dynamic
remember
lighting on the very first one. Yeah, it was such a pain.
It was. I felt like it was nearly impossible to see what we were doing, even when we had light sources. It was like,
That was the point, though. You're only supposed to see 5 feet in front of you on that first level, regardless. That's an
Ugh.
awesome concept. Just hard to what's the word? Implement, execute. Hard to execute in gaming, whether it's in person or not. You know. Is that rap coming back?
In the back.
There he is. I'm supposed to ask you if you're getting NHL pre-order or on release or at all.
I am getting it. Let's see. Pre-order gets access next week. Is that right? Like on a Monday or something?
Tuesday. Raven and Dudu took the day off.
On Tuesday. I'm out
The
of
11th.
town next week until Friday.
Gotcha.
So I'm probably gonna skip the pre-order and just join you guys shortly after that. Damn. That sucks.
I haven't pre-ordered. I don't even know if I'm buying this year's yet.
Oh really?
I really can't swing the $60 right now, so I might join mid-season when it's 30.
Gotcha.
So, Kildith, have you been playing WoW and or for Forsaken?
I ended up skipping Forsaken this time because everybody except me decided they weren't interested.
Dude, no, you should
Man,
play.
half my server is playing right now. Are you kidding?
And I skipped WoW because I can't handle using a mouse and keyboard for extended
Oh, that's
periods
right.
of time. Yeah, this is the first WoW expansion I'm not playing.
I'm playing at this. Buddies talked me into this time of Alliance. You talked me into the last expansion, and I played Horde with you. And Alliance friends have talked me into this one, but thankfully the expansion came with a 110 boost, so I just boosted another
Yeah.
month to 110. I just leveled from 110 on Alliance side.
Nice.
I hit
Yeah.
120 yesterday,
Oh, nice.
and I'm up to item 304, item level 304 today.
I have been participating in both WoW and Forsaken, but
Gotcha.
that means...
Are you Alliance or Horde?
So I have one of both. I
Gotcha.
had a group of people at work that everybody was solidly saying they're going Alliance, and I'd always traditionally been Horde. So I did the same thing where I'm like, well, I'll get a boost and I'll go make a Alliance character. And then the people at work like split because they have other people outside of work that they play with. So like half of them are Horde and half of them are Alliance, and I'm just like, I guess I'll have to have both. I don't know. So
Fair
right
enough.
now I have a Alliance 120 monk that I have not done anything other than hit 120 on.
Gotcha.
And I've got a Horde paladin that's sitting around at 110 that I will probably play on that side eventually. But
I got really heavily into the first raid tier of Legion, like crazy amount, and I really kind of wish that I could play this one, but my hands hurt after an hour or two of using a mouse.
Hey chat, we're on intermission. DM had to
and
take
it's
a
just
10-minute
not
break
worth
for
the
real life
extra
stuff.
pain.
Hence why we're not role playing right now. We're just talking general game. I just wanted to talk to you guys, say hi, see what's up.
But Mal and
yeah.
Ron and
That's
don't have
during
one, and
D&Ds. I don't generally talk to
his
chat
brother all
without
decided
using
not to play Destiny 2 this time, so I just didn't pick it up because that's
buttons.
like my entire normal raiding group.
What up,
This
chat?
is the first time I played Destiny since the base launch, so
Uh,
I'm getting to experience the travesty that is Curse of Osiris.
I have never played
And
Destiny 2.
honestly,
Now's
it's
a
a
good
really
time to get into it
mechanically,
if-
it's a really good shooter. They like to really mess up progression stuff because they're desperate to keep people like player retention.
Right.
Yeah.
See, after Destiny 1, though, and all of those expansions and everything I went through, I had stated I would never give Bungie money again. And so while I have the base game of Destiny 2 for both the PC and the
For
PS4
free.
because they've given them to me for free over the last
Yeah.
3 or 4 months, I'm not giving Bungie any more money. So it's like I don't really want to just start because then if I
Yeah.
do want the expansion,
Don't-
I'm in a very torn moral dilemma because I'm not going to give them money.
Yeah, don't want to get hooked or anything either.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a very similar situation with Ubisoft.
Hmm. There's also just so many games out right now that like.
Right? How
even
about
if
2
you're,
Point
like,
Hospital? Anybody play that yet?
No, but I've heard good things about it.
I watched a couple minutes of a stream of it. It looked interesting.
Does anybody remember Theme Hospital from 20 years ago?
I never played it.
No,
Or
I
never,
don't actually.
never.
Oh well, nostalgia moves on for you guys. Never mind. I mean, that's the
It's
big
okay.
draw for a lot of the players playing it. Is that it's made by the same two of the same developers from Theme Hospital, so it's a lot of like nostalgia for a lot of people.
I really dig RimWorld, which is kind of a similar. Maybe
Right?
not
Yeah,
really,
I don't own
but
that either, and I've seen it played a lot, and I've debated it, as you saw in chat. It's one of my games I thought
it's
about
great.
playing.
Spider-Man comes out later this week.
Tomorrow.
Oh god, it's already Friday. You're right. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, this week. Oh.
What is
want
so?
it so bad.
Wait, why is it so good about this game?
Okay. Every generation, every console generation, there's one good Spider-Man game.
Okay.
There
This
was
is it.
Spider-Man 2
It-
for the PS2, there was Web of Shadows for the PS3, and then this is going to be the PS4's one. I can tell just based on like they look like they got it very smooth and it looks good and just open world crime fighting. It's just my jam. It looks great.
Because it looks
So-
like the old Insomniac one.
Yeah.
This is the Insomniac one.
Yeah.
I know, but it has the feel of like the old Insomniac one.
Oh, yeah.
All right, is everybody here?
Looks great.
Yeah, here we've been
Yes.
just chit chatting, waiting for you.
All
Game
right,
talk.
right. It is this werewolf's turn, and he is going to be.
Wow.
Wait, is
Oh,
one of them
I
dead?
thought that wasn't his attack. I killed one and
Yeah.
and drained its life with my blood spirit.
Oh, that's
The
right.
one
Sorry.
directly
Yep.
ahead of
Yep.
Gideon is. All right, Skirp, I have 2 attacks for you. Going to be a claw and a bite.
You wish.
I do. Nope.
Ooh.
Literally no dice. Your turn.
All right. Well, my macro button is working now, so
Clearly.
the first is made with advantage, so ignore advantage on the second attack because I haven't figured out how to split those out yet.
Okay. Super
Wow, double
double
crit on the
advantage.
first one.
Double crit
that should
on
that should
first
be
one.
He's
He
got
was
20, 20
rolled
and
a
19.
19 on the next one.
Yeah.
Good God.
He had. Yeah. That was
Divine
like twice the
intervention.
amount of hit points he had left.
All right. So,
You can.
provided the first attack kills, I will.
It does.
All right.
You will use
I'm gonna
effectively spring
pivot.
attack.
And continue my assault.
Do it.
So 7 damage here.
Okay. Cool. It takes 7 damage and is not happy about it. Tally.
Sacred Flame on the guy in the top, right?
Okay. Dex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's not a 41. I'll figure this.
Yay. Oh.
Wow.
Damn it.
oh man.
Bonus action. Smack in face with ethereal mace.
That rhymed.
Go for it. Very good, Ram.
Thank you.
And you finish him off.
Yay.
Half of them down.
Half of them down. This guy has had enough of the charade as well, and stands up. And it gives Gideon two. Both claws, as it turns out.
The first one hits.
Kind
That
of.
takes my exact temporary HP off.
All right. Floki. There's friendship in front of you.
I yell at the goblin to give so he can have advantage again by aiding him with my words.
Okay.
It's my bonus action. And Floki does not like being touched by dogs in any fashion whatsoever and never wants to be touched again. So I do that, and I failed. Why did that fail?
But that failed.
Well, I cast Mirror Image either way. You know
It's
what
printing
it does,
it as an
right?
attack instead of a spell card. And since it doesn't have any roll, there it goes. Jesus Christ.
All right, so you have a duplicate. Which I will make for you.
I have 3 duplicates, boss.
3.
3 illusionary duplicates of yourself appear in your space.
All right. There you go.
Okay, nice.
All right.
Numbers just turned in our favor.
Let me see. That guy's dead, and that guy's dead. It's this guy's turn. Get to roll a d20. Yeah. So roll a d20, Zeb. Let's see. He's going to attempt to attack you. Let's see if he rolls one, hits one of your guys instead.
That's a 6. That's my bare minimum.
Yep. Okay.
It has a AC of 12, I think it is. Nope, 13.
13. All right. Well, he's going to get 2 attacks. One hits, one doesn't.
The one disappears.
All right. Which one would you like to disappear? Probably the one. Oh, it'll be this one. All right, Gideon.
All right. Well, seeing that this one has been biting at all these Flokies, Gideon's gonna stab that one.
Are you though?
Misses the first one.
So many Flokies.
And hits the second one.
Hey. And that's his entire turn. Because,
You're hitting the one in front of Floki? Is that right?
yeah.
Yes, this guy will give 2 to Tally.
Oh,
The first one,
please no.
it's the second.
Please no.
Okay. Your wish is my command, I guess. That guy is also dead, so Skirp, you're up.
Dawn.
Just
All right.
removing the dead guys from the map.
Let's finish this. Oh, I guess I have to click. There we go. Check. We're on advantage. As always, ignore the advantage on the second attack.
Don't need to.
No problem.
All right, so you do
Use special tactics is fun.
12.
So the second attack. Oh, I see. Nice.
It's dead.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like we went through this last time. Yeah. I'm gonna roll a couple experimental.
All right, it takes
rolls.
both of the attacks to take them out.
If
Okay.
you type /talk to myself, it won't print into the chat box for us, only for you.
Okay.
Any movement?
Yeah, let's go ahead and hang on. We're gonna move up here and hang on. Let's go ahead and ready that protective shield as well.
Okay. Tally, all of your opponents have suddenly dropped.
Time to make new ones. I'm going to Sacred Flame that fellow.
All right. No, you will
Okay.
not.
And I'll move the stick. Put him right there. And it's gonna smack the top one. Where is my button? That button
Supersede.
goes there.
Supersede. Supersede.
Yes, I should think that will hit him.
Yeah.
All right. Werewolf's turn. He is now beset upon by Skirp, so he's going to give Skirp Claw and a Bite. With a yes and a no.
All right.
The bite, make a Constitution saving throw. 3 points of damage. Very well. Floki.
Got it.
I am going to encourage the goblin to keep it up by giving him advantage on his next attack as my bonus action.
Floki the
Yeah.
Fluffer.
I don't know if I like
Okay.
that nickname. I'm going to.
No, don't say that out loud though.
I'm going to stab this werewolf in the face for once. God damn it!
Nope.
You're
No,
really
you're
hung
not.
up on
Are you sure
Strahd.
you're not rolling 1d10 instead of 1d20?
I've never hit over 10 tonight, right? Like, and I have +6. Like, this is horrible. I bow my head in shame and pass my turn.
Disad because, or actually, no, never mind. That's no disad. Skirp's too high. So 2 attacks against you. Both would miss, and both would miss the AC of whatever clone you would hit. So I'm not going to make you roll it because it doesn't
Okay.
matter. Gideon.
All right, same one that from before, the one that Floki's been fighting.
Okay,
Miss.
I got him.
Yay,
Oh,
finally hit.
okay.
All right,
Oh.
that's my turn.
Skirp.
All right.
Skirp.
Can I occupy the same space as the magical weapon?
Yes,
Yes.
it
Okay.
doesn't actually take up any space.
Great.
It's also ethereal, so you can just kind of stand in the middle of it.
Yeah.
It's above
Cool.
your head.
I'm jumping in there, which will put me adjacent to everyone, so I can ready that shield. And go. Fighting the one above me.
Jesus
Mhm.
Christ.
Well, your
Uh,
advantage crit.
Great. And then the other one is a 12.
Yes. All right, so that is 19 damage.
I love natural armor.
Tally.
Going to shoot the wolf with the flame.
Shoot.
Okay.
Just give it the old 1-2.
With the flames. All right, damage. Much better. Much improved.
Is it still alive?
It is still alive, and it is its turn.
Oh, hold on. It gets
I
Oh.
meant
struck
to
by the
hit it
mace.
with
Right. It is still alive. In addition, you're out of the party.
Rip.
Rip.
Speaking of rip, let's go after the script ripper.
Rip and tear.
2 attacks. Bite, claw. Nope.
No, man.
Floke.
You can do it.
I
Floki. believe in you.
remind the goblin that he has a mountain to see and needs to kill these quicker and give him bonus attack on his next. And I will draw a pretty picture in the sky with my sword one more time.
Okay. No, you actually, that will hit.
Ooh.
Well, I drew it out of his chest instead.
Yes, you did.
And he rolled minimum damage.
I did. 1-1.
Pretty good for minimum.
But
Wait.
it's
Oh.
silver.
Ah,
Silver short sword.
nice.
This guy will try to attack Floki using the disadd from Skirp on the first attack. Oh, this should be +4. So it doesn't matter. I hit him anyway. So that was
Nope.
the first attack.
What?
Had to be. Did it have to be a 6?
8 for the
There.
second one because I have 2 up.
Okay. So that hits you, or it goes towards the second one.
Goes towards the second. Mirage.
Alright.
Oh man.
All right. The second mirror image goes away, and his second attack misses, so it doesn't matter.
Now I have to roll above an 11.
Got it. All right, Gideon,
Okay.
roll it out.
Same deal. Bottom dude.
Yep,
Hey.
that's a crit.
I had a miss. Wow.
Crit.
Max
Wow,
and minimum.
yeah. All right, so
Max
that's 11 off the bottom guy.
That'll be my turn.
Is it just yakety sax?
Skirt, bring it home.
Yeah, Skirp, you're up.
It's on. All right. Bam, bam, click, click, go.
Oh my!
Oh no!
What'd you do?
I saw one somewhere in there, but it's okay.
No.
First attack drops the top guy.
And
Second,
then we've established 12 doesn't hit.
12 does not hit, correct.
All right. And this is the bottom of the turn, so I re-ready my reaction to intervene.
Okay. Tally.
Sacred flame. Oh.
Got it. On the nose. Hit with stick.
Oops. Oh, that would have been a good one too.
Yeah, it would have been.
Hit with stick.
Hit with stick.
You hit with stick, man. You were consistent with that thing.
Does 22 work for you?
All right, Floki, bring it home.
Giving the
I'll do
goblin
this stick,
his
too,
bonus
just because I
action
can.
one more time, wondering why mine's the last to die. And I swing my sword
Yeah, you gotta
for
talk to your
minimum
boy.
damage. Like nothing. I'm too busy talking and yelling at Skirp to actually worry about killing this thing.
Oh, and he's gonna with his. Okay, I'm gonna disadd this first one because
Hell's heart.
he's sitting there. Again. Oh jeez. All right. Roll
a
your
D20.
duplicate.
Roll above an 11.
Actually. All right. So the duplicate goes away. And you are left standing. That was the first attack. Here's the second. Nope. Nada.
Fucking
All right, Gideon.
Thank
All right,
you for
double blood
supporting the
spirit.
dream.
Be a
Damn it.
hero.
Mhm.
It's because it's a strength weapon and I'm a dex character. Did I
Thank
kill
you
it?
for
What's
15
our
months in a
minimum damage?
row.
You
Hype up
didn't,
that
and you are
chat.
also out of the party.
15 months in a row. Thank you very
We
much.
can
Go
start
ahead,
our own
Skirp.
party.
Yeah, you could. Skirp.
I gotta get a weapon that's not
15 month resub. Thank you.
Man, if you miss this thing.
Uh-oh.
No, it's dead. It's super
Was
dead.
that is a couple crits this fight.
Despite your best efforts.
You mean a crit per round? Like,
Yeah, just
Basically,
about.
like, should we be checking his die? Like, I'm concerned
Yeah,
here.
I think he has all of
suspicious.
all of our combined luck because I got nothing.
I really appreciate that
The pep talk the
This,
whole time.
the system's all, well, yeah. I like how transparent the system is for everyone, though.
True.
It's like I start the night by like, I'm gonna mess with the macros, guys. Don't worry about it. And then
Suddenly rolls 20s only.
just
Constant. That's
Well-
because I'm adding 20 to everything.
I did pick up that D20 this weekend.
It's just 20-sided dice that has 20 on every side.
Yes.
So on the ground in front of Floki is a beautiful picture. It started out like an emoji and then turned into a portrait as he kept carving into the ground.
It's quite a Bob Ross kind of
Yeah.
happy little accent.
Happy accidents.
This was her courage test.
There's a little bit of blood there because I hit him once.
That's right.
So I had to put a little color in there.
That's right. A little. What was it? What was it? A little something crimson.
Oh, I watched a couple episodes of that recently, and I don't remember what colors he uses.
Dark sienna.
All right.
Alizarin crimson.
So, back. Yes. Oh, that's right. That. Yeah. I warned you. Anyway, you guys make it to Van Richten's.
All right. Floki, could you do us a little dance?
I can actually do an amazing dance. Hold on. I have an amazing dance that I want to do for you guys.
Oh, hey, there's
Wow.
still werewolves all outside the tower.
There
While-
aren't. Don't worry.
While I am dancing,
Oops.
I do this.
Thanks, Boo.
Oh, I thought the purr growl thing was him.
So do
Wow.
you so I believe the cast time for that is 10 minutes. Are you dancing
Oh.
for 10 minutes? Because I would love
Yes.
this. Oh, this is
Yes.
fantastic.
I do the robot
While he's dancing,
for full 10 minutes.
while he's dancing, just to give him like a beat to which to dance, I'm going to deliver a inspiring speech as
Okay.
your leader.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
wait, hold on. Can we talk about this?
I'm going to inspire you to be more healthy.
Be all
Wait.
that you can be.
After listening to 10 minutes of my inspiring speech while watching some mad robot action, you gain temporary hit points equal to, what are my stats? My level plus my charisma modifier, which is 8 total. 8 temporary hit points.
With which ability?
Inspiring leader.
Oh, you actually took
He's
the
a-
feat.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Well done. You
Thank
guys
you.
all have 17 more hit points and 8 more tempies. Go team.
So as he's doing this dance and Skirp is giving a rousing speech about some subject I'm kind of ignoring.
Okay.
Does it look like anything's changed on that wagon?
No. The wagon's actually still where it is. The corpses of the wolves you guys did manage to vanquish have been removed. Otherwise, yeah, the tower is where it was.
Okay.
Is that a
Group
free
has
hand?
failed with gothic trinkets.
So I'm just clicking buttons right now.
Yeah. Okay.
He finds a set of clothing with his gothic trinkets.
How many sets of clothing are we up to, by the way?
I have 7 in there right now.
Lot.
All right. So does the door open after his dancing?
It does.
They probably opened during my dancing, but I just couldn't break the groove.
Just can't stop dancing.
You can't stop the rock.
Can't stop the beat.
And you are greeted at the bottom of the kind of dumbwaiter elevator setup that he has by Van Richten.
So I'll get in a look around. Had any more wolf trouble?
He's just like, nah, no more than normal.
We ran into a few of their friends on the way here.
It's like, yeah, I heard some howling in the distance, but these lands just kind of get used to it.
Someone's typing something. So here, this is Irina, and I'll show Irina.
And this is Arena's axe.
For it is mighty.
Indeed. And he just kind of goes nice, and so this is the woman you've told me about before, then.
Yes, she was feeling a little stir crazy back in Valaki, and we thought you might either be able to impress upon her the seriousness of what's going on here, or maybe show her a thing or two so she's not going to be food for the first thing that she runs into out there.
We
This
did
is
run into
quite
some
an-
werewolves on the way here, and she did remarkably well at hiding.
I mean, that's a good call.
She just kind of shrugs. It's like, oh, I'm not stupid. And so Van Richten comes over and, looks around like the scarf she has tied around her neck, and without really asking for permission, he just goes up and pulls it away. Rena just looks utterly offended at this. Slaps him just full on. And he just kind of shrugs it off. And says, well, it doesn't look any worse than they said it did. And you still have your faculties about you, clearly. Says,
Weird.
yes, I suppose this may be as good a place for her as any. And he turns to the rest of the group and says, so what are your plans?
Well, I can't speak for everyone here, but
I can.
all right, go ahead, Skirp.
We
Intense
are
silence.
going to journey south now. South into the southern lands. Southern. Southern.
He's only ever
And-
read the word. Wait,
Oh.
Hey, uncalled for. We are going to move south and find what adventure awaits there. I'm certain that adventure does await there. So we're going to discover it, learn its nature, and adventure it.
Okay, and what exactly takes you south? Like what reason?
We made a deal.
I don't think reason has anything to do with it.
We made a deal that was that if we went and saw the vampire guy, then we would go south after. So we went and saw the vampire guy.
He's like, well, he puts up his hand. You went and saw the vampire guy. You went to see Strahd.
Well, I mean, you told us that we'd be safe as long as we kept the invitation with us. He
He says,
glares at
I
Skirp.
mean, yes, but I didn't think you guys were actually mad enough to do it. And he says, still
Mad lads.
interesting, and you're all still standing. So that says a lot for your, I'm going to say, tenacity. He just kind of, especially like to the goblin, kind of gives him like a sidelong glance. He says, so what did our master of the land have to say for himself?
Well, it was going very cordially until the cat insulted him. And then he threw us out.
And
I
he
think the
says,
insulting was a group effort. And
Kinda.
he tried to steal my sun sword.
No, I don't think that's exactly true. He offered to buy it from you in exchange for letting you leave.
He was trying to strike a bargain, and the cost of that would be Arena.
Like, I'm not the shrewdest goblin, but like I've struck bargains before, and that one felt poor. Yes.
he says, well, it actually says quite a lot for your character that he offered you freedom, and regardless of the price, you turned it down.
It's not a price that is ours to pay.
Well, if I leave, how am I going to kill him?
I was gonna say I can't say I'm much for taking anything from a vampire.
Yeah.
It says it's a wise choice. It says, but I digress. Back to your reasons for going south. You mentioned, meeting with Strahd, and you made a deal that if you met with Strahd, you'd go, but you didn't actually tell me why you're going south.
That's a good question, Skirp. Why are we going south?
Because we made a deal.
No. Why
Uh,
do you want to go south?
Oh, well, because we already went north, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean it's pretty clear that the thing to do is go south at this point. Like, don't you guys just feel this like deep yearning to go that way?
I think you do significantly for something, right?
I mean, there's something down there.
Yeah.
I've almost seen it a bunch of times, and no, I've heard these stories. The only thing that it means when a paladin, which of which I am one, feels a deep yearning, like deep in his deepness, it means that
He'll be experiencing a lot of changes lately, guys. He'll be here in funny places.
it means
Voice
that
might
he's
get a
been
little lower.
chosen, even more chosen than other paladins, for a holy quest, and he's being directed by the gods to some great purpose. And you know, like as a paladin, we don't always get to know what that great purpose is. You know what it is that we'll need to do when we get where we're called to, but I know that I'm being called to the south for some great reason.
Now, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm pretty sure that if you blindfolded him and spun him around, he would end up facing south. So there might be something to it.
I say we do that just to prove it. 'cause
Compass
that
and
sounds fun.
paladin all in one.
All right, so we do that. We blindfold him and spin him in circles.
It's your guys' new party trick. So Van Richten, is listening to all this, and for the most part, content to sit back and watch you guys spin Skirp in a circle. And as you're spinning him in a circle, taking him in a circle around the tower, and you let him go, and he just goes boom, like he has been doing, like an arrow.
Yeah.
And he's like,
It's
Hey,
over there.
before
Like,
you take the blindfold off, he walks behind Skirp, pulls out a compass, like kind of puts it on his shoulder, and just gives you guys kind of like a little bit of a nod. You're like, oh, okay, yeah.
I can't believe you guys can't like hear that. Like, I guess that's what it is to be chosen. So, but yeah, deals are deals. So
Now we're pretty sure that whatever he's looking for is somewhere on Mount Gakis. That's what the Vistani called it.
Yes, it is Mount Gakis, though I would say be careful up there. There are a lot of rumors in the lands, and some of those rumors are that the peak of that mountain is an evil place. Though
What in this place is not
none
evil?
have gone there that I know of in any time recently, so it's hard to say if it's true or not. And to your friend's point, yes, what place in these lands isn't evil? So I suppose it's a warning within a warning within a warning. You walk outside and the place is evil. Still, wisdom is caution, regardless.
evil place. Okay,
Uh,
got it.
Okay, if you're gonna write notes, peak of mountain, evil place. You're drawn to the
that's-
side of mountain, not peak of.
That's what I just committed to memory.
Pika pee.
Oh boy.
Pika pika.
Fenric, are you familiar at all with an order of undead souls that seem to have quarrel with our friend Strahd?
Order of the silver something.
Dragon.
in
Yeah.
Arden
See?
Rostholt.
He chimes in. He says, "Yes, you speak of the Order of the Silver Dragon. I didn't know that any of them survived. Honestly, there's stories of a great fight between the Silver Dragon and Strahd himself, but the dragon was thrown down, and the Order all but destroyed, as far as I knew."
All but.
Says,
Yeah.
why do you ask exactly here? Like,
See,
Well-
I don't know if I would say they survived per se. We
There
we
are
met
survivors.
one on the road,
Right. I
but
don't know. Call him a
we-
survivor.
we kind of got, well, correct me if I'm wrong, the impression that he was undead.
Mm-hmm.
That was a strong impression.
yeah.
Like leaning
so-
towards
so-
certainty.
I don't know if you'd say that he survived, but he told us that there was
I'm-
some sort of resistance still at Argynvost Hold.
So I mean,
Anywho, I was wondering if
yeah.
you just knew of them and if there's anything wrong with seeking their assistance or any
Are they
concerns
to be
you have.
trusted?
Exactly.
Because I'm gonna be one. So is that like good? He's really contemplative here.
Why not start your own order instead of joining another? I thought you were the leader.
Order of the Crumpled Quill.
The
Jeff, if you're talking, you're not talking.
the
Just
450
throwing that out there.
Good call.
Sorry, I was
It's all good.
muted.
It's all good. Just making sure.
So if they're to be trusted, he's kind of. Well, let me ask a question first.
Nope.
Does Van Richten, has he ever had a good look at you? Like, without your helmet on?
I always, I would say that I'm pretty trusting of him. He's given me no reason to distrust him. So I would have spent a lot of my time casually, like pretty casual around him. At the very least, my visor is up.
Okay.
So
Now, has Irina ever seen him with his visor?
if we spent more than an hour in his keep at some point,
Yeah, you
then I
spent the
probably
night
would
a
have taken
couple
my helmet
times.
off.
Yeah, we spent.
Yeah, you guys
yeah,
have been here.
couple
Spent the
times.
night at least once.
All right, my
Um,
helmet has come off then.
Okay. And so you're giving him a description, and he's just kind of thinking, he's like, so he's this man soldier you met out on the road is similar to your goblin friend then.
No, he's taller and less alive.
And he just kind of gives you this kind of like one eye open squint, like, quite. Says, if they do truly represent the order and aren't some abomination risen from the grave by Strahd, masquerading as the Silver Order, then they absolutely could be trusted. They were the staunchest of enemies against Strahd's evil in the land. However, if they aren't, and it is some sort of elaborate ruse by Strahd to, such blasphemy is not beyond him, basically, to, take such a holy order and pervert it to his needs. Says, so as with your journey to the mountain, I would advise caution. It is a risk, but it is a calculated risk. It's possible that there are allies here.
Good to know. One other thing that perhaps you can help us with. We met a leader among the. Is it the Valaki?
The Vistani.
Vistani. Excuse
You
me.
had it the first time.
I know. And then I looked at my notes and all went to hell. Madam Eva?
Yes,
Seems
correct.
as a sort of a soothsayer, somebody who tells fortunes. So far, she hasn't been wrong. And I was wondering if you could help us with a couple of these almost riddles that she provided us.
He says, perhaps I can. He says, what exactly are the riddles? And you don't have to tell me because I obviously have them as well.
This
but-
card tells
Well,
of history, knowledge
What
of
are the riddles?
She told us to seek you out in a roundabout way.
Yeah,
Did she?
you were actually the answer to one of them. We're described as one who will help greatly in the battle against darkness, an entertaining man with a monkey, more than he seems.
He says, I suppose that could be seen as me in a sort of roundabout way. Well, if it led you to me, then perhaps this is my reason here. Perhaps I am to act as a guidepost to you in some way. Hopefully my instructions up to this point in fighting monsters has been of some help, but certainly I will take a look at these riddles for you and see if I can help you eke out anything from them.
Perfect. That'd be great.
So this card tells of history, which is the Four of Swords. He says,
Lies with the dead.
Lies with the dead, he says. He just kind of chuckles. There's a great many things that lie with the dead in these lands, as I'm sure you're aware. The
Gross.
curious thing is that it says it lies under a mountain of gold coins. Now that is very different. I know not where such, a treasure might lie. Do any of you know anything of dragons?
I know that there's a order of knights who
And
follow
he's
a
like,
silver dragon.
Yes. Yeah, we've discussed this. This is more of in a general sense of speaking. They're
No.
he says, fair enough. He says
I-
they have
I do love
I've
Fairy
heard of
tales.
dragons.
okay. You have heard of dragons.
I know that there are different types.
You do.
I thought dragons were a kind of currency.
Script confirms. And he
They have
says,
scales.
so that you guys know a little bit, and so you know the basics of the lore that dragons, they're very defensive of their lairs. They often hoard things. Among these are magical items and, well, gold. It's possible that this could be some sort of treasure in Argynvost if it was a dragon's lair and he had a lair. Then that's possible. It's also possible that it's some sort of treasure or treasury that Strahd has within his castle. This speaks of knowledge, something that will help you understand your enemy. To me, that says something that some source of knowledge, perhaps a book or a library or a scroll, or perhaps even a scholar that knows something. If that's the case, maybe Strahd has killed this person and keeps him in a golden vault. It's, he's at this point, he's kind of like trying to like draw all these, vivid like word pictures for you guys. So it's hard to say. But I would suspect that you're looking for some place with a treasury or a hoard of some kind. One of those two places, perhaps, would be the best place to look. Otherwise, wealth in Barovia is, honestly, most people measure it in wine and how many years you have, not necessarily in coin.
Well, since we've already overextended our welcome in the Castle of Strahd, Argynvost seems like an interesting place to check out.
He says it would, yes, assaulting the castle directly would be quite a task. Though, again, it would make sense that knowledge about Strahd would be in the castle itself. He says, what other mystery can I help you attempt to gain the meaning of?
Well, I believe we've already solved the Master of Coins, as well as the artifact. I imagine the marionette refers to Strahd himself.
And he listens to you tell him about it. He says, beating heart of the castle at the great heights. He says, well, it does
or the abbot.
very, very clearly point out a castle in great heights. The monastery is quite high, though it does not have very high peaks itself. I don't know about a beating heart, though it's possible it's some sort of fortune teller allegory. Perhaps you're looking for the heart of the matter. Perhaps there's some way to defeat Strahd at that location directly. But it does say he waits nearby, so it's more likely this is his actual lair. He says, to that reason, I say that the abbot is less so, and perhaps it would be the castle itself. Though again, the beating heart to me says the center of the castle, not necessarily a great height. So it is quite the riddle there.
Perhaps you can help us then with the evoker one, because I believe that's the one we haven't really quite solved.
And he reads, Force for good and protection. Crypt. Thanks. He says, well, again, there are many places the dead are kept, many crypts, many graves. There's the church in Balaki, churches, or the church in the village of Barovia, obviously have some minor mausoleums about. I don't believe the abbot has any. It is also possible that Strahd's castle has a vast crypt. He is, after all, a vampire, and they tend to keep their coffins in such locations. So,
Man,
I would say
all the rest of
perhaps
the clues point to the castle. That
your best bets are to check the villages you have already been back through. Check their crypts to see if perhaps there is some other marker in the graveyards that would denote some sort of wizard. But it does say a wizard ordinaire, so it's hard to, not sure how well this would be marked. One of those 3 locations would be the best help that I could give you. Unless there is some other crypt that I am unaware of in these lands, in which case I very much wish you the best in finding it.
I have 2 more questions.
Answer these riddles 3. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. So Gideon will pull out the blood spear that he has kind of wiped off on the grass, but is otherwise still pretty gross. And I found this on this really strange hill where we fought a giant tree. That's not really material, but a voice whispered to me about Kavan, and he's some kind of barbarian chieftain, and now I've got barbarians following me around, trying to help out. Do you know anything about this?
Says that the name. The only thing I could, perhaps logically tell you that you defeated their chief in battle, perhaps. Now they believe you to be their chieftain. I don't know. Was that one of the things you fought near this giant tree?
No. I mean, it was just like a bunch of stones that were whispering to me. Never mind. That sounds crazy. The other question. I noticed you had a pretty nice crossbow upstairs the last time we were here.
Yes.
And you seem to be pretty good at fighting werewolves. You don't happen to have any silver bolts I could borrow or buy from you?
He kind of gives you this wry smile. Chest. Kicks it open. Grabs it.
You cut out.
In
You're
it
breaking up on
are.
every 3rd word.
Sorry. Am I still? Marco.
He kicked it open.
Yeah, I
Okay.
heard something about a chest.
Alright. He kicked it open. He grabbed a bundle and tossed it to you.
Nice.
And in the bundle are 10 silvered bolts.
That's gonna make a big difference. Thank
Oh
you.
man.
Having to rely on the spear is not my.
Speaking of silver weapons, this one's broken. It can only draw pictures.
He says, "Oh, can I take a look at it?"
Yes, you may. I hand it to him.
So he grabs it and takes a few swings, goes through like a piece of furniture with it, hands it back to you handle first, and he says, "No, it seems like it's fine to me."
You just drew a picture out of furniture. It didn't do that to a werewolf. I take it, put it back. I say, it's broken.
Says, "Doubt not your convictions. Convict me. Your convictions. Perhaps just the reach of your."
Oh.
Sure, what?
Don't you love
Reach
when
of your
insults
arm?
get broken out? I think it was the reach of my arm.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was. I don't know why that cut out. Go figure.
Sounds like your gate is too high.
That might be.
Okay, it's too damn high.
As a guy who hates dealing with the streaming audio, that's what your audio sounds like. Your gate is too high.
So,
Mhm.
uh, does anybody have any other business with Von Richten?
To summarize, it sounds like for the swords we should go to Argosvat Hold, and then for the evoker, there are 3 places mentioned. It was Castle of Strahd. What were the other
And
2?
any graveyard we can find.
Sure.
I mean, up on that strange hill with the lightning and the tree, there was a bunch of like gravestones and stuff, right?
That's true.
They're more
But
like rock cairns than.
yeah, I feel like
Not
also
less of a
going back
crypt, I
there is
guess.
asking for a lot of trouble. The barbarians are going to be expecting us. We killed their god or something, right?
Don't they bow to you?
I mean, some of them do.
Let's unite the tribes while we're headed south, or just go south first. I vote south first because that was the deal I made, and I'm honorable.
I also vote south first
But Skirp
for similar reasons.
could meet other paladins,
I stand with Skirp on this one. Rather kneel, but still.
and it's closer.
Yeah, but like, if I'm gonna join a holy order of dragon paladins, I'm gonna need paladin-y stories to tell about myself.
Maybe if you go see the paladins, they'll make you their leader, and you can lead a holy crusade on whatever the evil is down in Mount Gakis.
Kilt. It's Kilt here somewhere.
Yeah, he's.
Uh,
And he hears you call and he pokes his head and he's like, "Yeah." It's kind
Are
of.
you learning anything, Kilt?
He says, "I'm learning how to shoot a crossbow from a tower at werewolves."
Not what I'm talking about, Kilt. How's
I
that
give him a
instrument coming?
Big thumbs up.
Oh, that thing. And he takes out. What instrument did we even decide on, or did we?
was it a flute?
It was the first thing that we saw when we walked into the.
Oh, I forgot.
Let's see if
It was a triangle, was it not?
It was a triangle.
The electric triangle.
Oh man, let's see.
It is now.
Too late. It's a triangle.
You just hear, and
Ding,
here's
ding,
again, you hear this chiming sound. You're not sure if
See-
he's playing it or if dinner's ready.
It's calling all
Okay.
the wolves.
Okay. And what about your storytelling? Your ballad singing.
He says, "Oh, that's a good one." He says, "Van Richten taught me this one," and he starts, "There once was a man from Nantucket," and Van Richten's like, "No, just not that one." And he
That's
says, "It's getting there."
okay. Okay.
And Van Richten just kind of, tries not to laugh. He says, "He's a good student."
All right. Well,
If we're going to be going south, should you not have your bard to be able to write about you?
that's what I'm thinking. All
Oh,
right,
God.
Scarp, you ready for an adventure? Or Kilt, you ready for an adventure? Scarp's ready for an
he's
adventure.
talking to himself now.
Oh no.
Just getting pumped up.
Uh,
He kind of
But-
goes, Van Richten,
Good.
am I ready for an adventure? I just kind of shrugs. He's like, technically you're his squire, so
I feel like if it's too dangerous for Irina, it's definitely too dangerous for the little boy.
I think you mean little man.
Just because he's as tall as you are doesn't make him full grown.
No, he's he's really coming into his own these last couple weeks. Learning the thing about responsibility. Besides, we need a bard. So, because I'm certainly not gonna sing about my exploits.
You never know, Gideon. He might show you a thing or two about shooting a crossbow.
Or wielding a short sword.
Or will a silver short sword.
All right, it's your funeral. Or his,
I think it's
guess.
his.
I was gonna say really it's Kilt's funeral, but
Well,
all right. Yeah. So I'm gonna pull Kilt out of school for a couple days.
Okay,
go
you
adventuring with
have
us.
pulled Kilt out of school for probably more than a couple days.
Do we need to get a note from his parents?
Perhaps the rest of. Aw.
No.
I mean, you can walk back to the village of Barovia if you want to, and
Shit, we never did find out what that whole pie thing was about. Do you still have those pies?
No. I think we burned those, didn't we?
I'm pretty sure that Skirt pocketed them all.
I thought we
Pocket
traded
the
them
pocket
somewhere
knives.
for something. Didn't we use
Why
them
is it look like
Inventory. Pies. 4.
Mm.
for
We should get rid of these pies.
Jeff, how those pies looking?
they are oddly in good condition.
Oh, good. Okay, dust them off.
somehow that's creepier than anything else.
Kilt, you want a pie?
No, no.
He gets
no,
real
no.
green around the gills. He's like, nah, that's a no. I know. No. Okay, clears his throat a little bit. No.
Well, I guess we're ready to go. So we're going all the way south?
Yar. To the
Seems
mountain.
We are so screwed.
I take it this is basically a short rest for us here.
I
Oh,
figure we'll
yeah,
stay the
it's-
night
it's
before we
a-
leave.
It's at least a short rest. It's noonish at this
You-
point. You
do
guys
you
have been here
think-
for a little while talking.
Do you think we could make it to the Wizards of Wine?
Jesus Christ. I just saw the giant X you drew out there. Yeah, you guys can make it there by nightfall.
Is that
Oh,
on
are
the
we
way?
back on the?
That's on the way, isn't it?
No,
I
it's
thought it
just
was out of the
looking-
way.
It is. Here, I'll take you guys back.
To the
Yes.
map.
Sorry, I.
Nope, it's all good.
Yeah, it's like out of the way.
Oh,
It
it is way out
is
of the
Unless
way.
we're going across
slightly
the
out of the
woods.
way.
Shoot.
You guys could try to trek through the woods if you so desire.
Just like take a straight line.
I mean, it's not like there's really good shelter by the Wizard of Wines, anyways.
It's slightly better than sleeping rough in Barovia.
Is it? It got burned down.
It's like, but is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Could we make it to Argynvoss Hold?
I believe they're about
Oh.
equidistant.
That's fair.
Yeah, you could make it there.
Then we could like just cut over land to get back to.
That's a very, very steep walk.
Yes, it is. It's like
Oh, yeah.
it was like a cliff each face.
We could build a
each-
raft and float the river.
I'm down with that.
We'd have to
Building a
build
raft and floating the river.
Building a raft and floating
I
down
don't know
the
if
river.
any of us are carpenters. I'm
Wait,
not.
is that actually downstream or is? I don't know.
I'm
No,
assuming
because
it's-
it's upstream. Because if you look how the mountain flows, so
yeah,
the
we'd
river
end up,
starts at past the mountain,
we'd
flows
end
into
up
the
back
lake.
at Valaki.
Yeah, and then the lake flows into the other lake.
Which lake is flowing to which lake?
Zarovich.
'Cause
There
there's also
is-
like the lake down to the south.
So if it ends at Lake Zarovich,
Oh,
downstream into Lake Zarovich.
never mind.
It doesn't mean you couldn't try to like man mode your way up the.
No, that sounds awful.
It really does.
It's a lot of paddling. And no one has profession sailor.
That's right. I'm fine. I mean,
I guess we're gonna have to sleep. Well, either that or just
can we
push
make
through
a
the
day's?
night.
Can we even make it from a day's journey, or is it going to take at least a day, more than a day, to get from the tower to where we're planning to go?
It will take. Well, let's. How far are we going? With the distance you guys need to travel, and traveling only by roads,
Oh god, I forgot how small Barovia is.
4 or
Oh yeah, it's actually
5?
kind of small.
General
Relatively.
walking speed and it's like 26 miles a day in normal conditions.
But Barovia is
In-
not normal conditions.
Well, yeah, I'm just meaning it's just hilarious that Barovia
It
is
will
like
take
10
you
miles across.
probably 3/4 of a day of just straight walking.
Wow, that's not that bad.
So if
Oh,
we
yeah,
Which
wanted
means we
to,
arrive
we
at night.
could hang out here and start early and get there.
Yeah,
That
you
feels
all right with us
lame.
spending a night here?
He just kind of shrugs. He's like, it's safer than sleeping outside.
Is the wagon
And-
still outside?
And he says,
Ooh.
yes, the wagon is still outside.
You thinking like road
You
trip
figured
with
it
the
out
wagon?
yet?
He says the wagon will stay where the wagon is.
Oh.
We don't have any horses either.
No,
We have a
Whoever left
donkey.
Here took their horses. With...
Yeah,
oh
but
god,
it's
do
only
we
better
have
than
the
a horse.
donkey with us?
I just kind of assume you guys always have the donkey with you.
Oh, okay.
It carries our currency, aka booze. So yeah, donkey.
I forgot.
Donkey.
Can
All
we
right, I think that's a
upgrade
good
our
plan. Spend the night
wagon
here,
with the
and then we'll
donkey by
walk.
taking this wagon?
We do the donkey now.
He told us to leave it alone. I feel like it's rude.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think he knew what it was though. I thought someone left it here.
He
And he
said
wasn't even sure.
He suspected he knew what it was, but we should definitely leave it alone. Was what I remember.
Well, it was totally a week ago.
That
Yeah,
was
we were-
totally like,
So that we
Definitely
5
not
months ago.
8 months. Yeah,
yeah.
Are
Long
we
has
staying
it
here
been.
until tomorrow?
I think so.
Yeah, definitely. I say we
All right.
rest here.
Let's do it.
All right.
So we'll spend the night.
dance.
Sorry, we lose our temporary HP.
It's okay. I will
get
give a breakfast
Give us a
speech.
Breakfast
And you guys will have a
speech.
rousing speech with the sun.
Ah,
Wait. I think the speech should come from
hey now.
Kilt to make sure he is ready for this trip.
But I don't think he has that feat. Okay, sure.
He's human. He gets a level 1 speech.
He can
Like,
he can support, right?
Can
Yeah.
can
He
can
can
Skirp
aid.
coach him on the contents of the speech?
Yeah, if he wants to.
Skirp the speechwriter,
Skirp the mighty speechwriter.
ahem.
speech speaker. Sorry,
Thank you.
Cat, be gone from mine keyboard,
speech
please.
memorizer. Okay, so we
Master
spend the
of
night.
speeches. Yeah, you guys spend the night.
Speecher, I think, is. Yeah. Okay.
Speech-
Yeah. So I will. I'll slip. I'll stand behind. Behind Kilt. Actually, I've heard this story before. I will hide in a bush behind Kilt and whisper the speech words to him.
Okay, so it's the morning. You guys are all go. Skirp's nowhere to be found, but Kilt is standing there in front of this giant bush, trying
Inside.
to look very important.
This is like a Fortnite bush.
Yeah.
And he
It's just like
starts
one bush moving around.
giving you guys a speech.
Does it work? Can he inspiring lead through a bush?
I will say, roll perform, since you're acting through a proxy.
Doesn't he get
Okay.
advantage since he's being helped by the proxy? I'm just kidding.
No, the proxy is the one making the roll. Skirp has roll perform. It is a speech of moderate success. I will say they will get half of your normal bonus because of you acting through your proxy, and he kind of stumbled over the words and corrected himself a few times.
Can we roll insight to get the other half back?
Like, you know what he was going for.
Could I
I'm not certain.
could I use thaumaturgy to make
He talked a lot about
tremors
books.
and like what
Are you
was the
trying to
speech about?
Are you trying to scare Kilt?
No, no.
Or are you
I'm trying to make him feel the power of what he's saying. What's the speech about?
Hang on.
Oh no. Oh, it's gonna be like Lorem Ipsum generator with bacon instead.
The meaning of the word Souther.
It's a speech about
One
nothing.
second.
It's getting there.
It's like Seinfeld.
Speech generator.
Uh, t- 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 t-
Yes.
Maybe a thematically appropriate, inspiring speech.
Perfect.
I don't know if I can help this. I don't think this needs help.
Ruling on the field stance for now.
All right.
We'll see how Kills does
Dibs
later
on
on.
princess.
All right, your
Uh,
paladin princess begins leading. He comes screaming out of the bush,
I'm clearly the
lightsaber
criminal.
ablaze, clearly ready for this. Clearly ready for this journey.
Let's do
And
it.
you guys set off.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Roll us away, Sam.
2. I'm gonna call it 6. It's about the right distance. All right. Let's see how many of these I actually care
That's
about.
better. Kind of.
First one, 14. Very good. Killed with roll a d4.
A D4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Beautiful. You guys make it to the crossroads near R and start heading south along the road whose name you are not sure of yet, but you will know it soon enough.
Ominous.
When from out of the woods steps Gideon's manservant, the barbarian.
Hey, you survived the night.
And he stops and he slams his spear into the ground and gives Gideon a salute. And with his hand held up, he says, "No blood spear. You no go Salenka Pass."
Salenka Path. Somebody write that in their notes.
I will activate that marker upon the map.
I refuse.
Good
What's
man.
it called? Slaken Pass?
Map layer.
He's gonna
Salenka Pass.
Salenka.
Mm.
It's
All
very
right.
Russian.
Salenka. That's not how I would guess to spell it.
Too far zoomed out. Too far zoomed in.
Just right.
Well,
That's right.
Tough time splitting the
unfortunately,
difference on this.
There you go.
We have to.
I have a
Says no.
question.
Yes.
What would Floki have to roll to remember to compare the outfit of a barbarian to the 7 other outfits he has acquired and put in a bag of a goblin to see if they compare at all?
Just intelligence.
Okay.
Maybe
I gotta
perception
roll.
if you.
I would prefer
I'd say
perception.
perception or intelligence. Perception's fine. They are not the same.
Okay. That is now Floki's goal, is to identify where in Barovia this type of outfit is.
Whose clothes have I stolen?
Not stealing, I'm
Borrowed.
acquiring them.
Acquired. That's right.
I made a promise to that one, and he points at Skirp, that we would go. I have to go.
He looks at Skirp, and he picks up his spear and points it straight at him, and he says, "Blood spear, die, you die." And with that, he just turns on his
Wait.
heel and disappears
Wait,
into the bushes.
wait, come back.
Hey,
Blood spear die. I'm the new blood spear?
He
I don't
stops
think-
just inside the bushes and looks at you and just shakes his head and looks back to Gideon once more. He says, Sangzor Haunt Mountain.
Thanks.
You watch.
What kind of sword?
Sangzor. That's all he said.
Sangzor?
Very close. It's an A instead of an E.
Okay.
And then he continues his disappearing act into the bushes. Gideon, as you guys move here, or not Gideon, Floki, as you carry on with your journey, you find another hidden bundle.
Yay! I do my
roll a-
thing.
Roll a D4, please.
Oh. I didn't
Like
put
a
one of those in chat.
D4.
Or you can make Chad do it. Yeah.
No, I did. That's the only die I didn't make.
No. Fail. There are 4 black feathers tucked into this bundle.
Oh, really?
Hontuni.
I'm still gonna take the bundle and do my thing with
Okay.
it, and I'll roll that.
Black feathers.
But I'm gonna pocket the
Alright.
4. So here's for the stealth and the sleight of hand, and
Yep.
I'm going to try to pocket those 4 feathers myself. There we go.
And feed.
Those were all very thiefy rolls of you. Well done. Skirp, unbeknownst to you, free market slips free ever so slightly of the flap on your backpack and snatches this bundle.
We're up to 8,
Pulls it
guys.
back
Up
in.
to 8.
We could outfit 2 whole parties.
Good.
Oh.
It's
And
gonna
the
be
party
fun.
continues on. Further down the road, there's a corpse, just dead in the middle of the road. No hanging from a tree. No like weird dismemberment. Just in the middle of the road. Yeah, about there-ish.
I just picked a spot. Sorry.
That's actually not bad. That's pretty close to the hex I was looking at anyway.
Corpse in the middle of the road.
Last time we found a corpse in the middle of the road, it scared the crap out of Tali,
That's right.
even though it was nothing.
Wait,
True.
there's a corpse?
It's a corpse
Yes.
in the middle of the road.
Corpse in the middle of the road.
We
what
do
kinda-
that thing. Burn it.
What kind of clothing is it wearing?
It is wearing the they kind of look like tattered clothes of like a nobleman. It's like a 3-piece almost suit.
Oh,
Oh, cat. Thank you.
you sure you don't want to search the body for money? I mean, he kind of looks like he might have been rich.
Kind of looks like what?
He might have been rich.
I'm not interested in searching the body. If you want to, you can probably go ahead, but I'd rather do what needs to be done and move on.
Investigation of body.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm just gonna
Be
see.
careful.
Just a quick pat down. To
Dark
see what
magic
kind
is
of,
always around these dumb corpses.
and then you burn them. But maybe
I
I'm
know,
sorry.
but
I'm
it could
just
be
trying to get
spooky.
my.
Create hallucinations and visions.
I doubt it's the corpses that are creating. Maybe
The
it is,
corpse
who knows?
reaches up and like just caresses your cheek ever so slightly, and then lays back down, motionless again.
Sticks one just bony finger kind of in your mouth a little.
Bony finger. Get it, guys? But
That was definitely creepy.
Can you explain that?
All right, go ahead and burn it. Yes.
I burn it. And say a prayer
Alright.
to Salute.
You burn it righteously.
Mm-hmm.
Can I change your
sacredly.
nickname on the character sheet to Lady of Fire instead of Twig Slayer?
Sure.
I feel like that's just a second title instead of a change.
It's really it's
He's
really
gonna-
like it's a regional variant.
We'll see if it fits.
He just keeps adding more titles to Tally until eventually Tally's got like.
Oh, it fits. Twig Slayer,
Nope,
Lady of
it's in.
Fire.
Tallying those titles.
Protector of the Andals and the.
Actually,
I can't wait to
it
get
looks-
the Jenkins title.
I think it looks better if you do the other way around now.
All right. Having disposed of yet another corpse. See if this is not a 1. It's a 1.
It's a
Floki,
one.
you may roll or defer. Which do you wish to do?
What am I rolling?
A 100.
Notoria, type in exclamation point D100.
She's not gonna do it. She's not gonna.
Come on, do it.
Do it. Go fight it.
Do
Go
it.
fight it.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, she's doing her budget. Alright, I'll do it.
All right.
Oh, she
Yeah,
did it.
there it is.
Oh no,
Yes.
868.
All right. Wait, actually, I think I have that in here, and it's easier to get to. Whoop. No, yeah. I always go through this every time.
Yeah, she's on a stream delay, so that's why I typed it.
It's okay. Here we go. 68, you say? Batman, you say?
The bat.
All right. I'll have to look up what this word means because I actually don't know what it is.
What word is it?
Ferrule, I believe. Ferrule.
Okay.
It is a walking cane with an iron ferrule in it that strikes sparks when hit on a stone.
Call Sparky.
Hang on. It's the it's just I think it's just that end cap. Ferrule, I think is what it is. Pool cues have it too.
Oh.
Dictionary.com, clicking the
Yeah, it's
The
the end of the
pronunciation link is ferrule. Ferrule.
Ferrule.
Yeah. Anyway, a walking stick with an iron ferrule that, when it makes contact with rocks and stones on the ground, throws up sparks.
That's actually kind of
Neat.
cool.
Can it light things on fire?
Nope, just throws up sparks.
Oh.
Right, but that's a flint and steel, right? So it could set a bonfire.
Okay, fine, it functions in steel. Don't say I never gave you anything.
Yeah,
Like you just
laser sword,
you just
bloody
defied
spear,
flint and steel.
flint and steel on a stick.
For when you really want to hit a big boom, you gotta put it on a
Yeah.
stick.
That's right.
And finally, just before layer, go to map layer. Number T on the map. Number T, I said number T, didn't I?
You did.
Anyway,
The letter J?
just before T on the map, which is just near the bridge down there, you find another hidden bundle
Jeez.
of clothes.
Do these
Hello?
look the same as all the others?
I'm
Yes,
adjusting
very
the map,
similar.
and then I will roll my stealth to do my thing.
Very similar indeed.
Are you trying to stealth from the party that you're taking the bundles?
He's trying to hide from Skirp. that
Just hiding
he's-
from Skirp. I pick them up as I always
Oh,
do,
okay.
and then I stealth
he's
behind
feeding them
Skirp
to the
and I
hand.
feed them to the hand. Like
Oh,
you guys see me probably do it unless you're in front of Skirp, but Skirp's the leader and always leading the party, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Gotcha.
That's right. Jeff, how are you spelling feral?
Ferrule.
Okay.
FERU.
Wait.
Uh-oh. You went away.
We lost half of that, Jeff.
Sorry, FERULE.
All right, just the one R.
Yeah, just the one R.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't. That's the flat ruler with a widened end.
Formerly
Yeah.
used for punishing.
Punishing children.
I thought it was interesting too, but that's what it comes up with.
Well,
A
the
rod
other,
cane or
the
a
one
flat
with two
piece of
R's
wood
is
for punishing
pronounced
children.
the exact same way. So
It doesn't matter. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Anywho, relation.
Dang it! Why does it?
Yeah, those are both enough to once again secure the bundle.
the package is secure.
God,
We're
why
up
is
to
the pack so
9.
heavy? I only have half a pair of clothes. I don't know why this pack is so full.
It's the
Oh.
weight of the free market.
I guess on my shoulders.
Yeah.
Fair.
All right. As you guys travel, it grows colder, much colder, as you get nearer and nearer to the mountain. In addition to that, if I can find the chapter I'm looking for, here we go. You begin approaching a climb. It's subtle at first, as the road kind of meanders through along the ridge the various like ups and down ridges in here, and then eventually you reach some sort of odd like castle gate, something like that, which I will show you momentarily. Except I gotta figure out which direction you guys actually come from. From, oh, perfect. Okay, from the west. All right. The shelf of rock on which the mountain road clings grows narrow. To your left, the icy cliffs rise sharply toward dark, rolling clouds. To your right, the ground falls away into a sea of fog. Ahead, through the wind and snow, you see a high wall of black stone lined with spikes and topped by statues of demonic vultures with horned heads. Set in the center of the wall is a closed iron portcullis, behind which burns a curtain of green flame. On the other side of the dark wall, gripping the mountain's edge, is a guard tower of white stone topped by golden statues of mighty warriors. And I will drag you over here. Don't know what this is actually going to look like on your side because the area is bloody huge.
All black.
Darkness. Let me grab your tokens.
Oh, this is a huge map. Look how
It is.
the drag is there when you get your tokens, please. So
Yep,
that it
will
makes it
do.
easy.
It's actually at apparently let me grab Tally's token.
Hi.
Can you see?
I can.
Okay. Why is it acting like the other tokens are here? I don't know. All right, let me go grab
That's
them.
a long path.
These are actually each 5-foot square is 10 foot. For the sake of movement, they're that. If combat happens, it will be not that. All right, and I pinged down. You guys should be able to see her.
I see that. Okay.
Yes.
My God.
Oh, you
Okay,
can
so this
move
is
in 5-foot increments even without. Nice.
yeah. So this is the wall, and the iron port should have just like an ever so slightly green twinge to it.
I see it.
Tinge, and that's the kind of this green curtain wall you see. Green flame wall rather.
So
The gatehouse itself is 30 feet. The adjoining walls are 20 feet high, and they're lined with stone spikes.
is there a thing with a bunch of dance moves on it in front of the door?
There is not.
How tall is
Then
the wall?
I'm out of ideas, guys. Oh no, wait. I'm really good at climbing things. Not as good as
How tall is the wall?
The wall is 20 feet. It has stone spikes at the top. I need to refresh my Roll20 page for some reason. That was weird. Both Roll20 and like Java crashed or something.
I'm gonna stealth and climb the wall to see if maybe there's a switch to lower the wall or open the doors up there.
Okay.
Well,
You have a speed?
20
Is that
my
right?
climb. Yeah, 20 is my climb speed.
Okay.
I've lost my character sheet for killed it once.
Wow, why is this chugging all of a sudden?
because you're on a giant map, probably with a billion tokens.
Oh, it doesn't have a billion tokens. It's 1,000,000,001. Okay, there we go. That's better now. Sorry about that. All right, so you climb.
Stealthily, 25 in case you're not loaded yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up the right side is my plan.
All right, go ahead and move your token up there. How you're going? I'm looking
There.
up something real quick, like, so that I might know if this is going to happen the way I think it's going to happen.
I'm gonna use Divine Sense, which
Okay.
allows me to detect within 60 feet of me all celestial, fiend, and undead,
I need a
which
little
are
bit of
not
it.
obscured by total cover.
Does that work?
I'm-
Addition.
Go ahead.
Additionally, it lets me detect, in the same radius, the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
Okay.
I would like to cast Aid before people get too far away from me on my 3 friends. You all get, well, your maximum hit point and current hit points all increase by 5 for 8 hours.
Nice.
Okay.
Seriously,
in
it
case.
crashed again. What is going on?
Just in case.
I'm gonna close Twitch. See if that helps. That's weird. Anyway, let's start with Zeb's climbing and Skirp's detection are basically happen at the same time. You get to the top. The winged vulture demon statues are sitting up on top of this thing. Skirp, you detect 2 fiends within 60 feet of you.
I think I get their location, although I've just closed my book. Me. Ranger. Monk. Probably between those 2 things. There we go. Divine Sense. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that's not behind total cover.
The 2 statues on the top.
I'm going to call that warning like the second I get it.
All right. That is the second that Floki clears the top.
Oh.
However,
I am stealthed.
he rolled a good enough stealth check that so far nothing's happened.
All right. I'm going to be clear. Yeah, it's all good. We're good. Yeah, so those 2 statues are definitely some sort of fiend. They are super evil, and we should watch out. What is that? Religion to know things about fiends?
Yes.
I will also
All right. I'm
take
gonna
part in this.
look back on all of the stories that I've heard bards and priests and other paladins tell. I don't know. Do I know anything about fiends that pretend to be statues and sit on top of walls?
Hold on. You guys should be seeing something here in a moment. That's what the
Okay,
actually
yeah.
looks like approaching it.
So it's
Oh,
like a
neat.
That's
two,
pretty
is it like
cool.
the 2
Yeah.
gargoyles are the fiends that are pinging for us?
Yeah, they're on top, and then the statues in the background are golden statues that are kind of on top of a white tower. You can see in the
Ooh.
distance.
Ooh.
It's
I wonder if they're
set
just
back
coated in
behind the
gold
wall.
or if they're actual
Mountains.
gold statues.
It's like a really
You
Medusa.
roll of 12. Let's see here. There are a number of things actually that could be, all of them bad.
Mm-hmm.
Gargoyles being the most obvious. There's a thing known as a vrock that can also do that. There are also, what's the other one? There's another one that I can't find, but it's there. Trust me.
Since I'm actually trained in religion due to my father being a religious leader, I'll roll it for shits and gigs.
He did shout a warning,
Right.
so
which
we'll
is
say
why I
that
was
is
gonna
okay. There we go. Yeah, you get up there and he yells it, and you kind of just like, you confirm one of his suspicions, and that is that these are rocks. Vrock with a V, V-R-O-C-K.
Never heard of it.
They are quite evil.
What would that trigger as far as like me knowing now that I'm up here? Like, do I know that I shouldn't be up here because they're going to eat me? Have I heard like boogie woogie stories about them when I was a kitten?
The worst part is that they exude a kind of like toxic spore. You don't want to inhale it.
Okay.
They also have a deafening screech.
All right. So what do we do?
Are we planning on killing these things?
Can we? Check my- I'll check my lightsaber. Like,
He's
still
like trying to
working.
light a bic.
That's right.
1 second.
What, yeah, like, based on what I know of these things and the, like, how confident I am in my group, do I feel I should retreat or continue trying to find a way to open this thing? What's my fear level?
I mean, it's all out of character because we can't speak at this point. But
Well, I mean, I have
my-
the religion as well. That's why I was asking Pat for my characters. Did he want to continue or run? Power level wise. I know
did we
you
get
wanna
some sort of
fight them.
gauge of how likely we are to die fighting them? Like, has that happened?
I don't think you or I know. I think Floki would be the only one who would have a good guess.
Come on down.
Come on now.
Yeah,
They're you have an idea that they're not something you would like to fight if you can help it.
Are
okay.
they intelligent? Oh, this is getting way deeper than I had.
Alright. Then I will attempt to climb back down after the warning and realizing what they are instead of cruising forth and get back to my group, confirming that, they are the Vrock, and I don't think we want to tinker with these guys. And how bad is your urge to, like, my deal was to get you here.
Well, I'm not turning back. Has he finished climbing down the embankment?
Yes.
All
At
right.
this point.
You there, fiends!
As soon as he starts saying that, I'm moving away. I'm gonna try to get to like my max range 60 feet.
Okay.
I have no idea where that is. Somewhere out here.
Yeah, that's play them just like they're 5-foot squares for this part.
Oh, well, then I'd be off this.
Makes life easier.
I'll help you, but I'm helping from way over here.
All right, so you're addressing the creatures directly.
Yes. You can give up your statue act. I know your nature.
You're speaking in common.
Yes.
So far, nothing.
Do you want me
I'm
to?
gonna.
Do you want me to shoot them?
I'm gonna... No need to shoot them. Perhaps we can barter for passage. This is not where our journey ends. Perhaps we can get them to open the gate. Beings of hell.
This is going well.
It's going great.
Gargoyles. Grotesques. Nothing.
No responses.
Are you sure you don't want me to shoot it?
Let's go a little less aggressive. Maybe just try and get their attention. Are they looking at me?
Has anybody tried opening the
They're
gate?
statues.
Isn't a portcullis?
It's the portcullis, yes, it's closed, and then there's also a curtain of green flame behind it.
Oh, never mind.
Somebody knock.
Uh.
Are you sure I can't shoot them?
Can I roll my religion again to get more information on how to or what their trigger may be?
They probably don't.
Sure.
He's throwing a rock.
Steve.
Floki, it's likely just with your 2 rolls that they just don't understand the language.
Small rock.
Also, the rock flies up and pings one of them, and it just shakes off the stone almost like it was like just kind of like a weird covering to it, and screeches. In doing so, The second one does the same thing and sheds its disguise.
No boy.
Well, shit.
Well,
And roll for initiative.
no.
I was just trying to get him to wake up, like,
You
so we
shoulda
could
let
talk
me
to him.
shoot at it.
I was trying to negotiate passage.
Wait,
With
by
with
throwing
a
something at it?
I
fiend.
was trying to wake it up. I thought it's sleeping.
Hey, sleeping.
You hear? Oh, it doesn't speak common, so you throw a rock at it.
Okay,
I'm pretty
like,
sure that's
I
racist.
heard that it doesn't speak common. But, like, I mean, what other languages are there?
The written
I mean, there's
language,
common
Skirp. The written
and goblin,
language.
and I speak both of those.
could have tried Dwarvish.
I was gonna say I'm going curse in
Maybe
Dwarvish.
you could have tried Dwarvish.
Dwarvish is a very popular language on the street.
All right. The Floki, having the most intel on these things, is apparently giving you the insight in which to go first.
Hey, does anybody actually have, like, demonic, the language?
No.
Is demonic even a
abyssal?
language? I think it's abyssal.
It's
yeah.
abyssal.
No.
No.
Actually, there is two different dialects for abyssal and demonic. Because my last character had them
Demons
both.
and devils.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am going to use my bonus action to inform Skirp of the vile mistake that he's made while giving him a bonus on his advantage on his first attack by aiding
Giving
him.
him a talking to.
I am going to use my movement to start retreating this way to about here-ish. Let me measure that, make sure that's where I need to be. They changed my ruler.
Yeah, it's 10 feet
Run.
now. If you right click while holding your token, it shows you the distance between you and where you're.
For the sake of convenience, just treat the squares like they're 5 feet square, 5
Sorry.
foot squares.
Yeah, right-clicking
Otherwise-
was
then-
bad.
Otherwise, it's going to be a pain in the butt.
Okay, I need to be within 30 feet. Okay, so
Well,
for-
And
you-
that's neat.
This was good.
okay, and then I use my action to hide because I want that to be a target on this fight, and then I will shoot them out of
Since I'm
hidden.
treating these as 5 foot squares,
Should we run? Should we run? Should we retreat?
They have
my-
wings, right?
they have wings.
Yeah, but
Where are
maybe
we
they
gonna
don't
run
want to
to?
chase us.
My knowledge says
Maybe
that
they don't.
like, what's my knowledge say to that answer? Like, with my 15 and my 21, do they pursue, and should we run? I know
They
we don't
will
want to
probably-
fight. I've stated we
They
don't
will
want
probably
to
come
fight.
after you.
But at this point, during my speech of helping you, I tell you, we shouldn't have picked this fight, but now it's too late. They will chase us down.
They ran so far. Ran so far.
That's it. That's all I have. I gave him my bonus
Alright.
action. I moved it there, and I used my action to stealth so that way they don't land on me.
Gotta get away.
Why are you so far away?
Well,
Tally.
they're not.
Don't
That's
worry
5
about me.
feet. It's half
I know,
what you see.
That's still far away. Alright, I'm gonna have to back up. Because
And
somebody
drop it like it's hot.
We all have
over there.
aid,
drop
right?
it.
Already? You
What's
precast.
happening?
You
What?
precast aid while he was climbing the wall, right?
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
has 8, so everybody should have +5 to their max hit points. And also, you also get those 5 hit points.
Okay.
I am going to. You guys are all within 30 feet. We're fighting this, right?
You
We're
don't have
fighting
a
this.
choice. Yeah.
All
He
right.
said if we
I'm-
run, we're fucked. So
All right. I'm going
Not in so many
to.
words, but
Exact words.
I only had like 2
Uh,
seconds to say it, right? Because it was my bonus action.
it doesn't take a bonus action to talk. You can talk for
You
up
can
to
talk
6
freely.
seconds for free.
well, he's yeah. I know what you're saying, Zeb, but either way,
Okay.
you've conveyed the message.
I'm going to cast Bless on all 3 of you as well. So what that means is for the next minutes, the next 10 rounds, you can add a D4 anytime you make an attack roll, anytime you make a saving throw.
Every time?
Damn.
Or just once?
It says whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends. So yes, every time.
Okay. Oh, that's my sheet.
And for now, I think.
Oh,
that
did I
will
ever
be
get the half? What was your roll
+4, right? For
Yeah, it should be
the
4.
temporary.
for
So you should
his
have
inspiring leader?
+5 from aid and then +4 temporary.
Nice.
Um,
Do those stack?
I don't think so.
Mine-
Not,
mine
not
is-
5A.
mine
His isn't temporary. His increases
mine is
our
increase your
HP.
maximum HP
Ah, okay, so then they do
for
stack.
8 hours. Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
and mine's temp. So yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys have that.
So
Well done.
that is my turn.
All right.
I'll raise my shield.
It's a frog. Lobster. Dun, dun,
Mm.
dun, 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 dun. Swoop, swoop.
Whoa, they're big.
Oh,
Yeah, they're large
baby.
creatures.
oh,
Since I'm
baby.
treating these as
Son.
5 foot squares now. Tally and yeah, we're just gonna do this. Tally and Skirp both.
I'm going to. Am I being attacked?
Kind of. He swept downward. I'm gonna go swooped. I like it better.
Swooping is bad.
Swooping is bad. He swept down and emitted this gross, like, cloud of toxic spores around him. So it's not a direct attack. Both of you, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Yucky.
With +10 or +2 because.
Yep. +2
Oh,
and +D4
is he within
for
10
you.
feet of you? He's like halfway.
Yeah, Skirp,
onto
pick a
it.
square, man.
That one.
Ugh.
The answer is no.
Oh, so I don't get the +2?
Yeah, because he decided to move up
Oh,
instead of
Skirp
back.
is bad.
I don't make decisions based on
That's
meta
alright. I'm good.
knowledge.
Okay, you have to make it too. Sir.
I make them
Yep.
based on no knowledge.
Con save.
Con save.
+D4.
Okay. Alright, I'm
Callie, you're
fighting
fine.
with my sheet. Fortunately, I get +2 on this.
Okay.
So.
It almost went to the.
You are both fine.
Okay.
Moving on with our lives. Skirp, you're up.
All right. I am going to. I'm going to panic. So I'm combining a bunch of different things that I do. So I'm just trying to get all my actions squared away. Divine Smite. Literally doesn't say as any sort of action. Just says when you. So
Yeah, you have to
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Burning Smite, which is going to throw me 2d6 onto my damage. Then I'm going to use my just regular Smite, although I expend it when I hit. So, and I'm just going to swing really hard.
I
Okay.
think you can decide to use the smite after you know whether or not you hit, which is the fun thing
Yeah.
about Paladin.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
So-
burn it if you don't hit.
First attack at advantage. Come on. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Holy shit.
The
And
advantage
that's-
hits.
So I am burning the smite, and I'm gonna get 2d6 on top of that.
Okay. Let's see it.
So 4 more damage.
Okay. 28 total.
Yeah, the 4 is radiant damage, and for let's see, 2d6. It becomes visible if invisible, and the target sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible until the spell ends.
Okay.
Concentration 1 minute. And then brace for a second attack. This
Okay.
one's much less impressive, and it's not at advantage, so it's only a 14.
That is much less impressive and does not connect.
Whatever.
Second Brock, since you're on the front line,
Oh,
he comes down.
hang on. I got. There we go. That's the end of my turn.
Oh no.
All right. He still
Oh.
swoops,
Swoop.
and he will come to here.
Oh.
And since you guys are there within 20 feet, which I think is going to include Floki, half of that, yes. Everybody, he opens his mouth and makes a massive screech.
Oh,
Make a Constitution saving throw.
guys,
But
don't
now-
forget you have bless, so add 1d4 to your attack
Your
rolls
attack
and
rolls
your.
Yeah. Sorry. I'll try to
and your
remember to
Oh yeah.
keep saying that.
Constitution.
yeah.
Alright.
So, hang on,
D4.
It's
Jeff. Can I
probably
have that
cheaper.
retroactively?
We've already moved on from your turn.
You jerk. Okay. So I'll take that D4 onto my saving throw.
And I get a +2 since I'm within 10 feet of you. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
You said con saving throw?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Got it. So, 21.
18.
Plus
Both okay. Floki, yours?
He's got 19.
Oh, it's up there.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys are okay. Mind. All right. Not impressive so far, guys. Gideon.
Okay. This one's hurt.
Yes, it
Okay.
has taken damage.
For some
Okay.
definition of hurt.
Look,
Sharpshooter.
host. Welcome to chat, everyone.
Plus 1d4. Hold on. Not gonna hit.
Hmm.
All right.
Nope.
Let's try the second shot. That's probably gonna hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And then you know what? No, you know what? That's the end of my turn. I was gonna
Alright.
burn my action surge, but I'll wait.
Your attack did hit, and it did do damage, but the bolt kind of, or the arrow kind of almost disintegrated or broke upon contact with him.
Non-magical. It's gonna make me worse all the time.
Floki.
So you're saying I saw a arrow / bolt bounce off this thing?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay. I lecture the goblin a little longer for his bonus action. And I will... I guess I will pew pew. Yes? Too bad I can't sneak attack with pew pew.
Quite. Sacred Flamme. Right. Do. Yeah, he failed that.
I'm focus firing, so the same one that he already been smashed
Yep.
in the face once.
I had assumed.
And I have
movement?
movement, but I don't really want to move. I think I'm good where I'm.
All right. Tally.
Okay. Sorry, looking at one other spell real quick. I always forget. Is it level 1?
No
Level
problem.
2. Oh.
That bless is already.
I've got concentration still going, so. Alright, I'm gonna lift both my hands into the air like you just don't care. And conjure up a giant ass fireball and drop it right behind those things.
I don't know. You kind of look like you cared a little bit.
I care a lot.
All right.
Kamehameha.
Deck
Spirit
save,
bomb.
yeah.
Yes. Spirit bomb, dex save for those two.
Okay. DC is 15.
That's right. Oh baby.
Well done, sir.
31 fire damage?
Damn.
That was
Dealt
solid.
62 damage.
Jesus. Gee, that's many high numbers.
The most blastiest of clerics.
God, that is 4 max out dice there.
How are
You
they,
were
how are they
playing the
look, how
blaster
are they,
cleric that I've always wanted to play.
how are
and I
they looking?
appreciate it. The back one is now looking not as happy. It's dousing a tail fire. The other one, he looks much better condition.
Interesting. Okay, I'm going to I'll let that go for now. I'm done. Actually, am I
Okay.
in melee range with this dude? I
You
guess
are.
Yep.
I am. Okay. I will sit here. I live here now.
That's where I live now. All
From
right.
home.
Rock Lobster has 2 attacks for dear
Oh my god. You should
Dear.
have leaned into it. You could have hidden behind my shield.
Do, do.
Does
Man,
it
I lost my
Skirp
patience.
Can I
get hit by
adjust? I guess I
fireball?
can adjust movement. Is that what you're saying? Because like I wouldn't be removed.
You
Like,
can
moving.
move.
Yeah, as long as you don't leave its threat
Mm.
range, you don't take opportunity attacks.
Correct.
That's okay. I think I'm alright for. I'll do that next time then.
All right, 2 attacks against you. At +6.
Watch out, skirt.
Skirp, skirp. Please.
For 20
20 hits me.
and a 12. All right, then you shall take this many damages, which is the beak. You shall take 2d6.
What was the
Plus-
other attack?
The other attack with his talon,
Mm.
and he missed. For 11 damage. Piercing flavored if you care.
I do not.
Oh, and Zeb, make the chat roll d6. Skirp, you're up.
I don't like.
Tell me
that.
what it is because I have Twitch closed, please.
I don't like that.
All right. Which one's looking like? How are they looking right now?
The one in front of you looks horrible. The one to your right.
Step up to the one on the right, and we're going golf swing here. Gonna cue up the Happy Gilmore.
6.
Just want you to be
Really?
happy.
Thank you.
Advantage.
Tell chat thank you. I love them.
Oh, damn it,
Ability
chat.
just
Fire.
recharged. Don't forget
D4.
your 1d4.
for your attack.
17.
D4.
17 will
Jeff?
hit.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Wait, you
I'm-
said that was to the one on the right?
The one that's less hurt.
All right.
I'm taking my bonus action to throw down. It's actually branding smite.
Okay.
So, we're taking the bonus action to torch that up again, which is another 2d6. Oh, come on. Just be cool.
Jorvin's even damage. I like it.
All right, so that's we're at 19 points of who's its damage? Radiant. How's that guy looking?
Still better than the other guy.
I'm gonna swing back to the first guy, the original target who's looking worse, and we're gonna run just the regular attack against him. It's not gonna hit.
It is not going to hit. All right. This rock screams. No,
Oh.
he already screamed.
no, he did a spore
Um,
attack.
No, the first one did the spore attack.
Oh.
The second one screamed.
Oh. okay.
So he is instead going to do the spore attack. So Tally
Aw.
and Skirp make con saving throws.
Plus
Oh.
D4 for you, Skirt.
Plus, thank you. Plus a d4, and plus 2 for you.
Thank you.
You guys are so kind, just trading.
1d4.
Okay, Tally.
Oh.
Skirp. Oh dear, Skirp.
Does it matter?
Even with the 12, I doubt.
Yeah,
Come on,
even
baby.
with the 12, it doesn't matter.
No.
What happens on a failure?
You
Oh,
are
it's
now
not gonna be
poisoned.
good. Am I though?
You
Are-
take
are-
6 poison
Do residents
damage.
Get poisoned?
You sure I'm not diseased?
You're poisoned. At the start of your turn, you will take this again, and you may repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, starting next turn. Gideon.
Gideon. Gideon doesn't
Gideon.
get turns.
Gideon.
All right.
Gideon.
Gideon.
Gideon's gonna. I don't like that 1d10. Oh, I see. Gideon's gonna aim for the one that's bloodied, or I think is bloodied. Whoops, that's not what I meant to roll. Okay. Uh, okay. So the first hits, the second one doesn't. I'm going to pop my
Correct.
action surge and shoot again.
Okay.
Miss again. And again.
That's some mighty damage. It's too bad.
D4s don't help
Wait.
during missing.
My bonus action can also shoot. One last shot. I forgot about that. I've been doing it wrong all night. God damn.
Oh
I suck.
no.
I don't think the D4 is going to help on any of my misses.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Then I miss 4 times out of 5 shots.
My
That ends my
condolences.
turn.
Okay.
I forgot I got 3.
Loki.
Did I see his shot bounce again?
Yes, it did much the same. It contacted, but then the arrow shattered.
I am going to. I'm going to give Skirp a more rising inspirational speech, something similar to the werewolves. Let's see if it helps. And just gonna shoot this thing with my sacred flame.
Okay.
Wow.
2 or 3? 2. Uh-huh. Yep.
And I will move this time. I'm feeling that this is going to be needed. I position myself here.
Oh damn!
I thought you were going to
Alright,
move
I'm
away
sitting
to
at
get out of range.
54 out of 61 right now.
Oh, 54. Okay, I had you a little higher than that. Thank you for the update.
All right. Tally.
That's also having blown through my temp hit points.
Gotcha.
And I did add those fancy hit points as just temp instead of stacked on top for the sake of simplicity. But I suppose I'm temporarily at 66 max.
Okay. Oh, boy,
This map is gonna be the death of me.
boy.
For us.
Everyone's
Maybe us.
dead. Sacred Flame on the hurdy one in the back.
All right.
You're doing a fireball again?
Well, we're doing okay. I only got so many
This is tipsy.
fireballs. So dex throw for.
Yeah, it's rolling.
Oh, well, fine. Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Cast light on it to annoy it.
Fair enough. It is annoyed. Vrock. Vrock Samson.
Mr. Recharged.
Yep. 2 attacks for Skirp.
Come at me.
Careful.
Okay, stay where you are.
That's close enough.
21 and a crit.
Oh my god.
All right. The beak.
So we're all agreed if the goblin dies, we don't have to continue in here, right?
9 damage,
Well-
and the crit will be.
We know the goblin.
I'm just gonna roll it all at once, and I'm sorry.
It's like, you know,
All
crits are crits.
9 plus 25.
34.
Put you at
All
20.
right. Puts me at 20.
How you doing? You doing all right?
Ow.
Speaking
Ow.
of
You
Skirp,
doing all right?
it's the start of his turn, so he takes a D10
Is that
of
my
poison
ear
damage.
on the ground?
You better just stick that right back on there. You'll be okay.
Somebody pick that up?
Skirp, 8 poison damage.
8 poison damage.
Oh my god. What do I have to do to try and save? Is that an
And-
action?
At the
End
end
of
of
your
your
turn.
turn.
You get it for free.
Yes. You get it for free.
Okay. Okay.
Take your turn as normal.
Ugh. All right.
And nothing's wrong.
Other than all of the
I'm
blood
now.
that's-
I think I missed it last turn, so I'm going to declare my intent to make that roll at the end of this turn.
Oh no, last turn was when you got
Last
hit.
turn was the first
the
turn
first
of it, so
Okay.
you couldn't have anyway.
Okay. Am I at advantage here?
You
Yes.
have
I-
advantage on the first hit.
Okay. I'm going for the weaker one. The one, my original target.
'Kay.
Okay.
Hit.
I'm not following up with the smite. I'm just going with raw attacks.
'Kay.
Still up?
Yep.
Okay. Same again. Get off that too.
D4. Probably
No.
not.
No dice.
Yeah. I don't think the D4 is going to help on that one.
D4 is not going
But-
to.
You
help on
missed
that
on a 14 earlier, so
I'm going to roll it anyway.
If you stop rolling twos,
one. Right.
I'm trying.
I know.
Okay.
Zeb.
And hang on.
If you-
It's the end of my turn. Con save.
Yes. Zeb, please have chat roll a d6 again.
Plus D4 for you.
All right. Con save is plus a D4.
mm,
Hang on. It might be possible.
It could happen.
mm,
14?
Okay.
Yes.
You're no longer poisoned
Yes. Vindicated.
at the threshold of it.
Okay.
Worth it.
And I'm just going to put a bookmark here and say that if I have actions left with which to cast Lay on Hands, I'm going to do that. But go ahead and roll on with the
Alright.
with this stuff.
Yeah, you're fine. You
Lay
got.
on
I'm
Hands takes
here.
a
You're
full action
fine.
and loaded
Everything's
attacks.
fine.
Nope, it's as an action.
I'm going. What's happening, Pef?
One F.
The rock is going. 1.
It-
Correct.
Who's he? Who's he
Uh,
attacking?
the 19 is going against Skirp, which is a miss because his AC is 20.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is now Gideon's turn.
all right. Let's try that again. The hurt one, sharpshooter. Jeez, sharpshooter.
Put that D4 on there.
Oh yeah, the D4. The D4.
Put that D4 on there.
Does the
maybe.
D4
Oh.
one last
No.
shot?
Yeah.
I'm definitely Flokiing it here.
Oh Jesus.
That's very floked up. All right.
Oh man, look at those max damage rolls too.
I know.
I
What are
know,
you
it's
doing?
horrible.
3 misses. I'm done.
Bonus attack?
Okay.
I did 3 attacks.
Okay.
2
He
fighter
did an action
ones and
surge
then
this
the
time.
bonus.
Alright, Floki, you're up.
I asked the goblin if he's regretting his choices yet while giving him an advantage on his next attack and
Just
healing
had to
him
throw
for
a rock.
6.
Oh my god.
And that's my turn.
Oh, healing him for 6. What a man. Okay, 6. I'm going up to 18 out of 61.
Oof. I mean,
All right. How long does that advantage on next attack last? Like 1 turn?
Probably end of next turn.
I think it's
Okay.
your
until the
next
beginning
turn.
of his next turn.
End of Floki's
Yeah.
next turn probably.
Alright. Floki being done, Tally.
Curious, are those numbers the chat's rolling going to have anything happen?
The first one did, the second one didn't.
Oh, okay. On a scale of bad to really bad, how's that guy in the back looking?
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad?
Part of a wing's missing.
Okay. I'm going to pray to my goddess, and we're going to do a little bit of that channeling. So I will need
Divinity Channel.
Constitution saving throws from these fine gentlemen
Okay.
things.
You're basically
Ladies.
getting the help action every turn, and that's how it reads.
Come on, baby. Oh, wow. You just had to roll double 16s. Okay. Well, they get half damage from this. So 8 damage to each of them. So that's something.
Yeah, that might actually drop one.
Nope, it does not drop one.
Oh my god.
Well, fine.
Well, fine.
Oh, fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Job's done.
Job's done.
What
2
can we do?
attacks. First attack. Second attack against Skirp. First one hits.
So in the future, can
Sec-
you call out? Can we see what the attacks do first, so I can decide whether or not to interrupt, or can I retroactively?
Are you close enough to interrupt him?
Yes, I have 30-foot range.
Okay. The first one is the beak.
What
The
does it
second
do?
one.
What does it do to you, Skirp? Are you dying?
It does. It does hit point damage.
Yeah.
I'm at 18 out of 61, so I probably won't die from it.
Yeah. So I'm going to let the first one resolve. I just want to see what you do.
Okay, the second one
reaction.
misses. So.
Okay. Yeah, it's just weird because like warding flare, you're supposed to declare before the attack is rolled, but
All right, 9 damage.
I'm also cool.
Before
if
it's
you want
even
to
rolled?
relax it.
Or before damage.
Before it's rolled, is my understanding.
Okay.
But
Well,
9
just say
damage.
he's going to attack. I mean,
But I'm
he's going to
okay.
attack Skirp because he's the one in front of him.
I'm okay with
Step
saying
through a
that
rock.
I can do it after the attack if we want to. I'm okay with
Right.
power creep.
All right, Skirp, you're up.
All right. I got 2 choices here, and I think we all know that there's a correct choice.
He's gonna die.
He's gonna swing at him.
It's fine. He's fine. Skirp, you live your truth. Everything's fine.
Yeah, that
If
tracks.
you use a smite, you get to double its damage too.
So the first swing drops that guy,
If you use a smite, you get to double its damage.
and I assume with the second swing you switch targets.
I do switch targets.
All right, and you lean into him mightily with the second attack. The still remaining target, it is still standing, however.
Oh man. Oh, that was so close to the greatest thing I've ever done.
Anything else other than that?
No, I'm not going to. Actually, I will drop down here so that I'm adjacent, and declare my intention to intervene if either other target is attacked.
Okay. Zeb, please have the chat roll a
Holy
d6.
Look at these.
Let's see. Let's do this to make it, since Tally's actually been doing things.
No. Is your intervening like
3.
cause disadvantage?
Yeah, disadvantage
Okay.
if either of you get attacked.
A 3.
All right. Tally, please go again.
So disadvantage on that one. That's a miss.
Okay.
And then if is he attacking me again?
Yeah, with both, and the second one misses.
Wait. Sorry?
So they both miss because you disadvantaged the first one, right?
I only see 2 rolls.
Yeah, there's only 2
Mhm.
attacks. Oh, I guess I see.
But
what you're
just
saying.
the first,
the first
hit
one
was-
would the first one would be a hit.
And
Oh.
then the second one, yeah, I got
So
you. I
I
just
was-
wasn't
yeah,
paying attention.
and that was
Second
gonna-
one. This
Okay.
is the Talon, which does hit, yeah.
Yeah. So,
So it's a 13 and 18.
Yeah.
sorry, I was trying to be clear about this. I wanted to use warding flare on the second attack since he
On
was
the-
covering me on the first attack. So
Gotcha.
disadvantage on the second attack as well.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Oh, the thing almost rolled
It
down
worked.
to a 1.
It almost did, but that's
Still hit you.
That's no hit.
Okay. Moving on, Gideon.
All right. You guys are all right?
We're all what?
Pretty hurt.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Oh, okay. Then
I think it's just Skirp.
sharpshooter. D4, and I think I'm gonna add precision attack to this. Bam. Make it 20 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, sharpshooter. That also hits.
Yeah.
Bonus action.
Delicious.
Sharpshooter.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
No, it is still standing.
I was about to pull that. Okay, that's fine. That's the end of me.
All right, Floki.
During my rousing speech for Skirp this time, I make sure to especially address Kilt to make sure he's paying attention to the heroics that he just saw, and it better make his song. And I cast healing on our good friend, the Goblin, for 10 more hit points. And I end my turn.
Okay, Tally.
19 out of 61.
Sacred Flame.
Sacred flame.
Dex save.
Sacred fucking flame.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That rock is dead. Skirp, you're up.
Holy shit. So I was reading Sharpshooter. God damn. All right. Let's put down the hate. Regular multi attack. First one with advantage. Second one, just ignore it. 13.
What's a
Thank you
d4?
for the follow.
Wait,
Plus
I got D4, D4.
D4, D4.
Get out of my way.
Oh.
14.
Miss.
Why you gotta be like that, Jeff?
I'm not like that. Anything else?
That's all I got.
All right, Vrock. What do you guys have for disad stuff? He's attacking.
Are you protecting me, sir?
I'm still I'm gonna catch the first attack made against
That'll-
anyone that's not me.
I will
Alright.
disadd the second
Imposing
attack if it's
disad.
against me.
Okay, so there's gonna be two disad shots then,
Okay.
Damn.
which is a good thing because that roll is a 25.
Still hit.
Fuck, that one
18.
got me.
So the first roll was, well, the first one was against Skirp. The second one's gonna be
Oh.
against you.
Oh.
So because you guys were disadding each other's rolls, I'm just letting it read that way.
Okay.
24 for the main, and then the disad is a
Oh.
20.
That's
Oh my god.
Still hits.
Yeah.
All right.
So am I to understand that it was a miss against me and a hit against him?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay.
And for this many damages.
So 13.
73 damage.
What?
Oh.
So I take 13, and then I need to do a concentration save.
Yes.
I have advantage against concentration saves for this case.
Nice.
What's your total hit points at? Right.
I'm at 36,
Thank you.
and I guess DC is 13 because I took 13 damage. Is that right, or is it half? I
Sounds
forget.
right.
I forget.
Let's
It's
go
either
with DC 13. It's either
Okay.
10 or 13.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
Since
look
you have
that up.
advantage,
It's
you're good.
10.
All right, Gideon, fire.
Okay, sharpshooter. 17.
Hits. Death.
Oh. Nice. We killed it.
Oh my god.
Why would you throw a rock? Why didn't you let me shoot at it? If you were gonna,
You would have just missed.
what? We could have started it off with like everybody hitting it at once.
Oh my god. I didn't think it was
And-
gonna attack. I thought we could reason with it. You ever
We
hear
threw a rock
stories
at
about
it.
like
You threw a
Yeah.
rock at it. That's not how you make
I have
friends.
heard at least one story about encountering a gate with this like giant sort of winged half-breed creature that told riddles so that you could go past. So I thought that's what we were talking about here.
But they just said that he doesn't speak common.
That is
Nobody-
where we're going to end it. For tonight,
exactly
guys.
0 people said that.
That
In
was
the realm
exactly
of-
what
of-
Floki said.
I didn't hear Floki say that it doesn't speak common. I was busy yelling at it.
All right. Well, thank
Certainly
you guys.
were.
It was fun.
All right, so next time, I am gone in October for the first. Actually, I might be here for the first one, the 4th. Okay, I will be around for that.
I
You
will
need to check
be
your
in
calendar,
Seattle.
Jeff.
October 4th.
on October 4th, the after work
Oh.
meeting got rescheduled to the 4th.
Okay, never
I
mind.
believe.
Then the 18th it will have to be.
Okay, the 18th.
October 18th. I'm good
Oh,
with that.
Yes. Okay.
October
I'm gonna put it
18th is
on.
actually the only
no.
Thursday I can
Oh.
do that month, so
Oh,
that's
good.
perfect.
All right, nailed it.
All right.
We'll pick that up then.
We'll aim
All
for
right.
that.
That was
Otherwise,
fun.
guys, have a good night. Chat. I'll talk to everybody
Oh,
later.
See you guys.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Later, guys. Thanks for hanging
God,
out.
I got beat up. GG.
Night, guys.
All right, chat. That
Now that he's gone.
was the 13th session of
As
Streaming
quick
with
as he
Strahd.
arrived, he vanished.
I'm surprised we didn't lose somebody. That was a scary, scary fight.
Wins people needed most.
This, as with the other episodes, will be uploaded to
How many years have
YouTube
passed since the Fire Nation?
by tomorrow. All of them can be seen on YouTube during the playlist for Streaming with Strahd. If you'd like my socials, you can access them via ! Socials and chat. If you're interested in hanging out with a great group of guys, ! Discord and chat will get you to our Discord. We are 450 Ask members strong. Thank you, Mac. I appreciate it. Yuki. I call you Yuki. That's what you introduced yourself as. I will be back streaming in about 7 hours. 7.5
Alright.
hours, 8 hours. I will be back.
I'm out.
This is our
See you guys
one
later.
night stream
Good
a
night,
month.
guys.
Normally I
I'll
am
head out too.
I stream 8 a.m. Eastern. I know most of you right now are in your morning time, and I do appreciate you hanging out with me. It's been fun. It's been awesome. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Normally I play many, many different games. Tomorrow I think we're playing Battletech, actually. We're going to continue our story of Battletech. We are probably a third of the way through the story, maybe. We're going to continue the story of Battletech. Just for something new to do. We've been playing Guild Wars 2 for the last month and a half. We're going to change it up just a little bit, give a little variety to the stream. Going to play some Battletech. So I will be back in 8 hours. If you're sleeping or if you're not available, I totally understand. I appreciate all the follows today. I appreciate all the subs. We had 3 subs tonight. Greatly appreciated for the subs. We had a few follows. Greatly appreciate that. If there's anybody you guys would like me to host, I think we're going to send it over to Kegel, though. I think. Oops, that's not the button. No, that's fine. Hit that button. Nope. Kegel is not online anymore. We're a little late for Kegel. So we're going to send you over to Papa Bear. Papa Bear is playing 2 Point Hospital. He is a powerless gaming streamer. He is a very, very fun guy to watch and hang out with. I hope you guys enjoy him. Thank you again for the raid, Sharas. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the host. Thank you for the follows, guys. I appreciate all of you guys hanging out. The support is greatly appreciated. I'll be back in about 8 hours, guys. We can do some more games. You guys have an amazing evening, and you have fun watching Papa Bear play some 2 Point Hospital. Later, guys.